baby what you about what you say
pato obeni ano pe mitiao Kwaku is ready pato of a very saying original TV ni original FM pato
baby what you about my baby
pato bechemu de
bechemu de say we do abeni
brekum o se brekum
ato akodu sunwa ya chiri no
o se brekum bra mi tia no pe na honamu ti sen me gidi so ho ye bra ene ye 14th still me nya hu bibia o me nya hu bibia nti so omo frewa na wa frɛ me wine obi afrɛ wa frɛ me bi na me ni wachi nko na bro nye kan o so omo disca no hwe ndc fo omo disca no hwe ndc fo we nyame na meka abro nye na eka o se MPP na akufo ado appointees no omo nya sika se enipa ebo omo ni pa omo ni omo ye adwuma grassroots fo polling station fo eni yen kra tete ese ya nuntumi abi adwuma ya te ye ase omo tumi eso ya sen ebo a no ni ade nyi omo nya sika omo de ndc fo
just because some dem be come as mabonti omo edis kan no what
enti
na just what we born
no mo kan enti they don't care so what I say and because onunko ahu ne hia no onunko ahu ne hia
no ban edis kan de be party but they be kwa command this for no man kan
ahu ne hia no onunko ahu ne hia no enti eye problem pa
and no man say political party wo ho na omulusu election any 4 years nya say hia wo no mo ya na nyam nwanwa because Bible say the open ho nya no fa kwampa so no to say kokko hwede butu nkosu anyi wo no na to yeso akiro be yakwasea because the party nyina ya kokko na yekodi nkunim ni adu kosi position ano na wo dai woni a wo no mo kokko no eto nchen na wo de wo enjoy na wo disika ni din samfo a party no ko position a eni na nsam sika de be hye emfa wo investment bi a disika no be ye e be hye na be mo bo
onim ni ya sesan krofo ya abronye eka said they are being funded by appointees say omu gina radio so TV so ni di mampani atemo
enye easy
na ye to mampani ho pia che say wo gina ho na oyem kura obi be say me yem kura hye me yem e kura hye me enti that's bre a very sad situation a very sad situation enti monkai nipa wa bro te o kan akwetse wo kan bibiri but du baby
yes na me baby o kan kakra na majai no
du baby yes
kan ya na asema for say na o de wani brade na there be but empenin for say ye kotwa nkobi ye kwasene misimi ye de babo ni alamenti
aye kaso obi ani brade na chise wonya bi na o pribia kan na obi nso nya hwe nso obi nya hwe nti
oni ba ye nu nya na akwasha se
obi nya hwe
e na de na ba na o de ye wapoto no chi so di bombi ha na chi ewo a wode ntomago na pepa ninsa na so odi nsu ohuru ninsa wonu bi da.
I say good morning senior, we are extremely hungry communicators. We say can you believe that myself I am not working and still need permanent employment, so who will defend the party? So Abronye has said it all. OBS ewo ahafo enkasim and OBS edisa message ibremi. I say good morning, Minia Dawuro. Hashtag God shall, I say the hashtag Ghana shall bounce back again. It shall allow. Some MPP big men sponsoring Sami Jenfi is very true. I say Sasano Pesoka. I say the one of such person is so please keep it to yourself for fear of victimization. You are sending the voice note. Okay, Minia, I'll listen to your voice note. Ti wabodin dini de enya de a ebebodin ni sisi a omo a sponsor NDC for no mo ni mo ho they know themselves and omo so a
opposition no sponsor no
omo so a ayi minua prince aboaje sechi say anopai memfa happy birthday emfama Kwame Kodua Kwame Apia Kodua regional admin director and former Eastern regional organizer of the ruling party or say me wishing a happy birthday fama no anti prince anopai mechiao nanka me kan si me so o de minua no ntimi nka aya mo me ntimo nka nya birthday nko na betimo nka prince aya mo me ntimo nka enye se bedu birthday nko ansa ne atimo nka mo me ntimo nka Prince Abuaji said you no pay me chiao anti former Eastern Regional Organizer ma MPP I know ye nad mo boss e Kwame Apia Kudia mati se Fantia kwa South ho South ana area Fantia kwa North area mankwa siama mati se oye incoming e wo ho nti anopay etia no so that's bre
Dawuro SMP Silabusiafo yatena si na ye de aseda matwedi ampo Nyankopon ya de aseda ma won susu a woni ye tie wo hwɛ ye no ye de aseda no bi ma ofi se wadomara kwa na da bi ayi timbetena abise se betena na wan hwɛ ni a enya de aye nso ye betini ayi bibia beboa ye na yatena si ensem bi wona ye ka ne se ya na se ya kasa na wa but empanimfo nso se abaso ba na meja paye ena de ade no da no wan fa nsha e be fiato se o ma no ba bia eduru no party ne ye kyekyere na party nkyekere no se de party ma na kyekyere enti da bia ye ka se nyame yi wadom ama party na ba power wanya position a enya wadwen se wo ho ofe wo sika wako school wo nimde wo certificate enti ne wanya position no hunu se obi na kwaye campaign ena obi na koto aba wo vote ye ba akopɛ oyire de ye ba akopɛ enti ma wo party no ma power ma nya post no enti mobro wa na wo de wo mfa ne nya hwe no me makwa ha nipa bi o ha ne no nyina bre no nyina ne nam oh da se ya ba de mu ye se de ne ma be yi o frɛ no kra wo mfiu se me anka me block mo no mesenya ba me se me jai me mfrɛ obia bio me no na ekɔ battery se dan me ka bi chairman so onko kan kyɛ asomesi se me mfrɛ no bio me ka bi kyɛ na wo te atuo so o te atuo so ye wura ye mo acha no pɛ so onka kyɛ me nua ne se me mfrɛ no bio because me no nyina na ekɔba ye papa dan me hia am so bra me de party ni ye de me de sisi de mpemba bi oh ma ye ya ba ye se afa na ye won so de aba o be fa fun afrɛ no even the story no whole story kra aba wo a wo frɛ no na wa di clarification na there is o be frɛ wo nua omfa tini my imagine say me mfrɛ obi abio
asemi na wo kan
my imagine say me mfrɛ obi abio o pa frɛ me o mfrɛ me a he say de wo nam no sa na oda
and you mfrɛ won so da
me so me say me mfa me ma hu say party no bi anya MPP mu anya de bebo ye bra enti me say me yima ni afi party ni so se me no na ye de me no na ye de me no ni fi se me ni NDP ni bie ni fi ye me timba bi me ba na ba me adwuma na kom ba bi o pa afre me o mpa jai because ya bremo akokɔ buru nsan na no refi akroma
akokɔ buru nsan na refi akroma
ade sa na nipa bobra
akokɔ buru nsan na na refi akroma na sebre
asemba nso na mo expect se be kan bi ama mo
ba say I radio station phobia ko kan say enti mo ko da bi into it
that just say ya de na me kan say de mo obi kan say ye nso adwuma pa ya say ya from say o free ni be ye
enya man kwati na yi bibie ara me boa say ayi for ayi enyo pro for won
man kwati enyo na yi bibie
wo na man oh man kwati anyo na em de pa say man kwati enyo no ayi bibie wo na tu ye sebo for enyo no ayi bibie
say de
da se bre
me ma resolve say sa de no betwam
tuwe abronya na kan you
me ntra me baby e bra no so na sa semba na me kan ya ho ne me katama ni na me kasa obi be da se bra na unua pa asem na me nua unua odidi a ma obi ni de be onu ye nua no
na de edien na edien na ye mo sa aden
obi nim am ya me nim se bia me nso me ye bia me ye west asin de omo ye no
bia
me se bia
o se na ma position
bia me ye west
oni ndc phone bi
sa na me kan because se ya na se yare yo se duabo se ye numio unti ase se obi a woni no na abra ya na mo opposition no wo ba no wayi na si nkyɛn ɛna de ono wo no opposition mu no ɛna ade na kambom anya bodam sem we nya bodam sem na de bebi o se wonu na woni nyina wo opposition na mo nyina mo fight se mo beba na mo aba na party esanse nipa ndo so nti obi entimi nya position na wo de utia ye bi ason so no ono de wonnim se wo wi asimpo na emom opposition ni no and because wonnim se David wonso be opposition ti no no so ahwew ndi say mo de na mo dwene mo no na academy
communicator ba ko MPP communicator ba ko obafi across say NDC pani bi wo ho a se opebibi won ho so benya bibi bi won ho a giso frɛ MPP NDC Kwaku ahe ma Kwaku bu ahia frɛ nipa ne se oba ne ho na ono adi nachi akọ ansana nipa na hwe Kwaku bu ahia na wa hwe ono nso nti wa frɛ Kwaku bu ahia oso ono afrɛ no be frɛ no empre du kra onfa so frɛ Kwaku bu ahia NPP appointee
MPP ni penny
so frɛ Kwaku bu ahia
NDC ni so ansana ma bawo so
so frɛ
na bodam sembe no
ama Kwaku bu ahia frɛ papa no se on de ofrɛ na no wafa no friend na no afa that's bro from wo mo mfa
nwanwa o
be je o mo friend
na say me free Kumasi bayi odim say Kumasi for MPP for ewo hapa na nado anyo mabro waso mabegu pa wono mamo ministerial positions wono mamo CEOs emu MPs omuguwa enso yo Kumasi ne me no mo na ekoba o enso medu maba be 6 months ni me mfre ba kumpo ema no mfa me call da
asebra Kumasi for mo ye papa asante for politicians no mo ye na pe mantem for Eastern region for MPP mpanifo efi Eastern region ho amutirimu den
Edin
o from mo kro mo mfa because mo hwe
because
na atrem that's bra me say there be asem me kan wa fidie so obi ti say owura David Pra o ye former Eastern regional director communication obi anim me ni David Pra say na me ni tie ni enjuma ye and that me o could be can you imagine o say me Fred David Pra fa phone friend na won fa
na
David Pra former regional communication on they make me abon din because me nu apani no
me dey making say Kumasi for Efra me modi so nka Kumasi for na be bodi natural asa me ka say mo obi adi enso say Kumasi ya be phone na Kumasi for Efra o me ka say any da se be oni asomasi
me say David Pra dey make me abon din because me nu apani no
since 2005 enam ni na nantia kopim se party ba power 2016
na da ye frem na mo mfa mo fo se edien ne yaji wom ho edien ne yaji wom ho enti ye frem a mo mfa
nwanwa
adwen
wontia se
munya mo no ayifo ni
nfe that enkakra mpanifo le ka se le wo nam no sa na oda se le wo nam no sa na oda
ba Ashanti region politicians omo ye da se
Kumasi say wo yo madwuma omo hu so ye adwuma
no Eastern region fund Eastern region politicians dem omo tirimu odin no kwasem no kwa na make me na say Eastern region ho na me wo e wan na me free haba Eastern region politicians no tituru MPP for no omo tirimu odin NDC for no ntisa NDC politicians no Julius Zebra no o ma ne bo amanom da se bre amutirimu nya den sa
me ase me dia bia me kase
me see NDC politicians say free Eastern region make me abo Julius Zebra din make me abo omanebo amadin me omo nya bibia man but enkrofo a omo ahwe di hu adanse
Dawuro se NDC ni woni neti wono ne da wo demokrasia bia woni mpasim woda fom ena wo ba nkran woni neti Kumasi oba nkran ena okọ party mpanimu bi ona party panini ma no student mattress 10 se omfanko no ne nkrofo nkoche oba obayi ba akon ada so na wa che 9 ama party nkrofo MPP need that king size mattress so
ya kwaji student mattress
but the says best panase no the four ama bond na says ni che panase won fanya hwe sa na MPP fo su ba
me say asema me kan
sa MPP fo su ba
Eastern region for munim politicians free Eastern region ba ebi another asem okay ebi anayen no mutirimu odin wo yeso
well
ebi ana amoyen no mutirimu odin wo yeso hwe Eastern region politician MP tru na MPP for asebere ayajin besen komo be na wudi ade na moyesa hwe appointment amampani akufo ado yeye wanye mabro ama Asante region for bi wama Eastern region for bi na ade na mo hwe mo nkrofo aden ede na mo je
MC ya the gateway to Accra. Yes, Gan West.
Gan West
was it Homaye
Nampa Oso Homaye
already Okasami
Honorable Wilkins so Homaye
Okasami Gidi
aye Amasama
MC Amasama president
Oso Homaye okay yate
already Okasami Gidi
Ernase me friend in Poda but I think nipa kana pasem
say na project
nipa kana pasem obi say Dr. Mustafa Hamid one NPA nipa kana asem obi say Greek minister say kra nipa kana asem obi say kana Japan nipa kana asem obi say yaye wura wontumi nipa kana asem ono kra nya government appoint you that's bre nipa ni bi ono mo a party for na aka NPA boss Dr. Maltipoku Prempe Dr. Usafia Kutunum any others
kodua
oye
na mamfo
kom what I say for can asem mi nua akuapem brother Sami Awuku for can asem yes Sami na saying boss abre Sami boys abre o Sami me te kan che what I say for can Sami Awuku asem say Sami de ehyenenum kura na oyima kodua ehyenenum kura na oyima enti omo bɔ homode no enkrofo kom ho asem ebinum so ho so dia na anwe omo sen
obi ngate fa o celebrate you
Debbie
but ye wo marketing kiti dia betumi aboa wunua
ofo say party 40 say wo di sika e support NDC for NDC communicators na say come de oma enti ofo say ombenya sa ayuresimu no atiasi abonten akwa campaign na wa win na say the party for ade ebe NDC for adi and I obi say abronye e kasa asimi I say you can't take it for granted no kre
onim abronye onim a onka o me diatro no kre e no oka no enokra nti sa nyama nyama ne de ye besere mo hwe ye o na ye nyina ko position be ha ye bate be ha bia sen bi honestly be ha bia sen bi because me ti yi country broke or country no broke I dey inside me da form dada
o de ofo say enel man this kanti oba ko bisa
NDC
ko bisa kubrobe say onumpo a wanye boni mpo he ko mo de faso asoma bo atin ko bisa no okọ abro chire ba enye airport na chi no
NDC papa be na be ma NDC be so nani
ntu wo se ne no cresa mpa o se ne wo so NDC kwa na obodo ho achi ndi e behwe en ko omukwaji omo MPs na what parliament no gi double salary no enye omo na se akufado ye corrupt MPs no gi double salary no
ko pa che wi en no mo da omo tina
en no mo se akufado ye corrupt
obaya ti se de
MPs na gi double salary no
obaya ti se de person ya wuni no wache wo no no yi na niama no e ba so case ni de enimi nsem obeka bia ba obeka se case ni nsem
me say that opani bi pa minim no me nkan kwet okay I don't have his permission Professor Moses tiase na onena obo Professor Moses hoka Professor Moses wini ba ben mu ena oponi tu nani sei ne so yo gunda djuma ofre Professor Moses say andi onim hohwe oponi no de adjuma hye ne sem abi o ye na djuma
you see ma hu nipa no me hu no
o gunda djuma
me hu no
na obi oye all because obi catch Professor Moses say hey say nipa yi oye MPP
nti ne refi papa o ye ma no
nyina
ne refi papa no di ka ye ma no so obi si na on de ampaduka se ni nsan ye
djuma tutu ni nyuma nyina mu di adwene se na o hwe ndisi for na that's one ko era o ti atu so kan no and dey se unim so obokro no de agakro no ko obekoji
na obedem andisi ni na enne esedun ketia na ejini samba awo krata na chi ono ene dechiri kakraka ena osese wa sho no ano score on goal na osuze ankokogu ofosu ampofu animu ase na onim se ni party no ena odi ni secret e ba bonten ndi ze the party no Ghana fo nyina ehunu se say I mama jem na enyin sema no nyina na wase wo mu ni say wo mu case na wo de ko no mfaso ni so
that's the politics so e bibio
hwe
Miami nua pa ba ko fi radio NBC na hu ni video ko gina wo share delegate na o say operado ema NDC hu ntini gas nsia o de omo age afa NDC hu age besia e de omo ko eyi de omo ko abruchiri
kugulu ni ma se keke
oguna ni mo asi o ono ani nua si radio no o se operado na ma NDC hu ama de gas nsia ma age besia ma omo de ko e de ko abruchiri
se wanka se akofa party na so man sika no age besia de se nya problem
operado ko gas nsia
waje se wo se waje besia enti o
ko waje besia NDC age besia de gas nsia ko abruchiri bi mi hu video na mi se mi nua yi
tam say ye
oni bojaje fi ne nam I say o finish up parado kra wa onu aso ani fi siri ho
anke kan say ukrom pete du na ma bi kan so e de wo diawen anka say no ne ntakra ne nyina kan ho so ya no ma
and the wa say o say parado goes after Sami Jamfi
no nti parado ne Sami Jamfi de no ho
eno so wa say o
na apa wesa
ketian so a say on go
na apa wesa de ne hia me munja ka se ba men wonyi ohene o wonyi ohene no abedane parliament ohene waye ho kenka bi waye ho tintintinti ena waso ye bad speaker waso de ba men ye no ye bad speaker nanka se amana fe Professor Makukwe say Professor Makukwe and the Bible dey consensus is here
o say Professor Makukwe mkushia na leadership anako benkrumu pe na wajatu na we nso de NPP and this leadership kura no akọ benkrumu
this say ono wo pe
this ono pe no
and o person ye adwuma
o de be ye adwuma
you was say baby we bad speaker and a Ghana enya wo no na we ye if you ono and this for na ho na abanti ye ne age ho bukombanku de na asem nheda nya yi na Ghana ne IMFD no nyame adom kakra ye ko bukumbenku on sheda nye correct anti nipa we ye say ye bre ye wono
okay me saka statement and pay statement ni fi UTAG ni University Teachers Association of Ghana afei Tertiary Education Workers Union of Ghana NFA a Senior Staff Association University of Ghana and we so a Ghana Association of University Administrators and kratano aba abonchi enti o say indefinite suspension of industrial action and ono so odi abare blatant unilateral variation of agreed condition of service in the face of hostile economic condition. Or see the labor unions in the public universities in Ghana, i.e. UTAG, GAU, SAR, any Akahunyina Mabubu Diedikan, declare an industrial action on Monday, 17th October 2022. Since the declaration of this industrial action, leadership has engaged employers and National Labour Commission on several occasions to address the impasse. At a meeting held on Thursday, 8th December 2022, the employer accepted that it had unilaterally varied the condition of service of staff of the universities without recourse to them. The labor unions then agreed to a roadmap for payment of all outstanding arrears resulting from the unilateral variation of the off-campus and vehicle maintenance allowances. In addition, the employers assured the labor unions to resolve the outstanding issues related to the condition of service of agreed labor unions. Thus, we wish to announce that ongoing industrial action is suspended with immediate effect. We wish to thank all stakeholders for their tireless effort to end the industrial action. More importantly, we thank you, gallant members, for your support as we work to ensure improved condition of service for all workers of the public universities in Ghana. Long live all labor unions on campus for public universities in Ghana. Thank you. Signed, Professor Simon Nunu, National President UTAG, and Dr. Mrs. Beth Ofori Ewuku, National President GAU, and Odiaba. It's also signed by Mr. Isaac Donko, President Emma SSA of University of Ghana, Mr. Suleimana Abdurrahman, National President TEU, and Woma Sanya Omodiaba Bonji. Strike no ade o ma suspend with immediate effects
the nyamiasi say afeli e wo mo akoma aba wo mo ato mo yam na wo mo suspend sa strike no because ameka adwuma na wo ye ni tua oka e na wo packet ya ho bibi na wo so waje adwuma no ya enti se wo tena fia ne je wo hwe ne de ma wi na bra wo tena fia no se ka se ye ntua oka eno so be ka sei nti edwuma bi ya na strike no mi ensusu but se alon last omonso atiase na
okay afa for so issue statement last for full soldiers advocacy almost say John Dramani Mahama na said Ketia should apologize to the Supreme Court judges enti eno de ni omo ya adwen se omo nim so omo nua dansi di na omo de Supreme Court on the Assembly Court Supreme Court eni yebu ati omo a di judge fo ya temo a menne e said Ketia so ma ba bonti no omo se enu nti omo mepa aye judge fo na chew se omugu omu hufi wa bre omu anim se se mo kan nyina na no bia anim
na true
that's very interesting
eti abusia for ya trada bokata emu ensem no so ye de ba kun akwakogu ye ntoa so na fe ye hwe inquisitor na inquisitor just uko upper iswa the tiffin esoro no was a court accepts Atuesians 90 million cedis repayment terms. Enti enhye no a Attorney General ne state prosecutors ene Atuesian de court no court ajatum se oso betua ne sa ene omunyitum no ntua sika ne hia yen okoda prison fa so bia maso mayen enti oso betua
dia ketwa Joshua Tete wo UCC or say wofa I'm a little bit sad about your show this morning concerning NPP and our government appointees feeding the NDC big wigs and communicators. Wofa nyaminti ebedidi keep the good work. Prosperity will reward you. And nyaminti ebedidi. So nyaminti ebedidi pe.
No say am for no. Ave NDC national elections rough tactics in NDC. A national election executive elections rough tactics in NDC and they said we I smear campaign no more ye ngunu ufi e bi no me de koye ayi opariado amfai say o me de ko ofusu ampofuso na me say sami photo chairman so onyame be ko ama no ate say de okoma opariado no yesi utimu efan a yesi de hwan enku se de bende
ntia mo
enku nti say on de onyame di lachi na po akọ srem say net ko hun sensem no ko di ma no ko ya na ho do ko chia ya na
yes abona baso
na o ka se ya na de asumju amana badagma no de na esese ye dana se pa na wa hye o mo bo se atifindo nkani asem de obehwe se enye basa na ofi o se task force bi a wo mo ebehwe net ko revenue collection no so no wo mo ekopa ho ntuma nti eno na di no kopie ho a e ma okọ ya ho na onno ekotwetwen sa enkomo no nti eno no ewo ho na yesi ehwe obi efra no Peter Apau Kwame na yesi wakogi sika bia enye sika ketwa million jama yesi jama 3.8 million say million na eno tuna kogi sika we free nipa ba ko ho enipa bi wa kokoduro bone o kokoduro bone pa ma me sika ni ye na maka wakogi sika no
okay
edi afiri nipa ba ko de adwane
ma me hwese me nsa be kan Dr. Smart Sapon na omoe kakra
okay
doc ba to me kan
yeah me to kapa
me da se pa sa no pay waje so ebusia Dr. Smart Sapon economist or a senior research fellow and then senior lecturer Kumasi Technical University ma elu ni komo doc na me jiso ho ye
me ne ada ro nyame adom me jiso mo so mo ho ye
oba de adom ye ho ye papa eja no pay aba na so ana ye begin chirimu kakra ye du ba bi a propaganda no ne adintina nipa bi nwie nsem bi asete papa entra Ministry of Finance Bank of Ghana any IMF for nhyiamu na nhyiamu na chi ne editi o nyina ne se ye se aban any IMF achimi a reach agreement na we ne se friend staff level agreement ena ababi todwa ebi ani age ebi so we enka hu we enka hwe kra monko hwe kra me pa cho ya kase staff level agreement na den ade na ekyeresen
good minia meda wase pa na mefa sa akwanya isu fanchi akese mabusuafo ajemre share ni wono mo mutie na no pay nyina yemo bibiachi ehye no ewo mu afamiensa na efa baako na emu dupa eno no unya ne yie pa na bia bosome miensa tada bi eteki bosome nsia Sierra Leone for ko bi ncheye omu first stage ni nkwa teki almost 12 months 9 months to 12 months as an omu first stage within 3 to 6 months the first stage has been reached and if the staff level no chese asomafo no level nti IMF besuma NMC fo aba so mu mra meye hwehwemu akese be miensa enan bi o man no ankasa sika semno ne gina bi atsen na afi aka ahodo a o man ne de nso mbe profile ni nyina hu akadodo a o man ne de na o ma boa o man no anaso matie fi o man ne ho ehyehyɛ ya o mu de agu akwan mu a ebetimi aboa ma akahodo no both domestic and external yetimi amanage na afi ekwaya mbefa so enya sika kakra sa oman e de aba oman ni mu ene ekwaya omu ne IMF nkita hodie no ebesi aye sa hyehyɛ ni nyina beko under the supervision of sa asomafo no the staff of IMF enti omu ya bi bia like I said, if the staff are satisfied, then they sign the first stage agreement, staff level agreement. Now, I na nienti ema ebinumo ni jene say, ufi staff level no, now we call IMF management level. Now, ufi hormo na call the last stage IMF board level. Now, I na usually management na suma staff no. And all the things that they as management will need to qualify a country onto an IMF program, no. Obudema sa staff na smartphone. And it is a smartphone to meet to minimum sign dealer. I am not entire when it gets to the management level. And you know, I mean, for me, it would be something. I am those that feel refreshed. Say at least this level has been successful because they are not usually in science or management. I think the Sri Lanka or one country there, some management level no quite but it looks like the management too had a lot of double checks to do. Look on the chair, but science is not too much from what the staff agreed on for and on behalf of IMF. Into eco board and put the once management also approves what the staff have done. No, I am management holding the maybe a eco for just endorsement and schedule on request. You can never hit him my account and his name. Yes, all those who are feeling refreshed by Obama, I think they may know that it is because staff no recommendations from the eco management. I am not. And so much. And we can be feeling good. Kakra say at least this process I had the most difficult process. No, it's me I end successfully.
Now, say binum to me call a year and over and sunny at me reach staff level now. Would you say DNMA Ghana they between 3 and 6 months now? Yeah, the yet me into me.
Yeah, a cooperation and transparency. IMF for no papa na say only umbe cooperative na wasanso aye transparent o fa niema NCC because sabe you say uton area na only anu adro you say confessing the problem is halfway the problem solved and sometimes I might be no more ahochiremu but they still want to feel like they are not in ahochiremu as person kan phone talk other form power so sorry
as Mayibu it's not that
can't say Mayibu can't say o kasipo o pele o gbo no go we pi bona enti na we transparent now corporate na ma we process very fast o sha o mu baaye e no mu koye o mu baaye 70 bi hono mo mbe denedi checklist ne ye niema ye here omunyo mbefemwa the way it should be reported in the standard IMF pe na ubakwa aba be say first discussion no bi akoyi ana no masaba nti once you are cooperating and you are being transparent I think that yours will move faster yeka say obi no nso a omudie no so within 3 months per and tranko ye 3 to 6 months we are within an averagely a very fast rate. I think that it was due to ABA government level cooperation and transparency.
We also learning say agreement almost subject to conditions say Ghana debt meet me sustainable. About to 2 and mobi per se or they that sustainability no eba. Who say feasible?
Yeah, generally no. IMF eba or maybe move abebwa. I am now one of the key indicators near debt sustainability no. Because one of the analysis of whether or my chrono or debt distress and I say wontumi service or debt distress near a do yes or the amount for car a chinye bia ni ho say the amount for car but also near my back you be a one year woman force who betray or money no ama wa focus on sa near no ema e ka no e chinche ho ye shen so say yes so jani ya unya daje Ghana se ka se ye tena se bosume baako ana afi baako aban en service anything emumu no obi service ne kanko a wonti obi aka oma doctors enu emumu fa hwa yarefo onyi akwan onye den oma nsuo oma electricity oma he na ye di kotua yaka ye betimi but oni mbe ya ju se ye be feel ho abana na ye nyina ye wu and you know the government at any point in time will have to choose where to focus and where to place the priority. Or the priority ne man for or making sure some man for at least survival. Obi any one more come kuno. Obi any one more we petrol. Obi any one more better sum. Obi any one more only di no wada. Obi any one oh yes ano. Now your ability to service your debt and so no. Then also suffer. But I mean every prudent government will not say because I want to service my debt, I am seizing all the machinery of state, health and education, BBR, CV, said the way and which I can. Abanasa, Ubekwa, Banana, assassination. You will do that and you become extremely debt distressed so long as you influence also the car who he has sent a Babano so man. Now, say, we are debt distressed. Yes, Nipano mediocre, but Obebia, they said, Bosume, Yamano, where Yamano, you become debt distressed. Ebema so before from so the bubble say that record now won ntino ono so no so discard bre wa wuntimi ntua enti won so awunya emwa no so na for mine no ekwa hochime at that point IMF comes in and they come to help in servicing those adino ebesa ma guarantee bi mu bi wa kira odo say oh for example sika ye boni be 3 billion yi ba be so minus le asan so aye si ba esi ho ama obia oni aban wo eka bi ana bibi na so wo san si ba yi wo ho enti no shesha odi ama melekra no say yeah we can fall on this si ba o ma foforo so ba bebo obi disia o bebo o ma no disia we will say oh IMF ewo me die IMF will serve as guarantee ma mo bi o de beba no ti for the time being, we will feel relieved. About no programs meaning a lot of the debts have been serviced at least. For the timelines, some of the domestic bonds, government may be able to meet some of them. Now, external debt, the details in it, but we know the quantum of external debt, and IMF is much interested in that. That's because by the time we complete 3 years, you have some briefing space. The whole high kakra so mine. Emma yeah.
In IMF, omo programs we bring. Nia ye Kwaku G extended credit facility. And also so asset saying ebiem aban siko de koye 3 billion na openo staff level no de omo approve the aba. and also I want say be a buy back me here say na woman jatum and na chichimu extended credit facility ni kakra.
Yeah, and see, the extremely debt distress. Finance minister said, high debt distress country. Our inability to service our debts and the problems is here. And I'm say, you see, you can decide to hold on some lifeline activities. Emma, what media service or debt? Say you died there, we are that yet. Say you ma on free SHS, yes, sir. But
Pepe.
I mean, say you can't see drive free SHS, sir. First, you cannot. Yes, you can be and also be to me a couple of years. Yet, you petrol every day and short electricity, and so you hear what your health facilities mean. Health insurance is still functioning. Like there are a lot of things are a member secure or minor or minor in life. So long as those ones are ongoing, we will not have some space to service our debts. And like I see a choice between some of the interventions. I mean, now I know if you say there's some car a cohono, which some of the things that we could have stopped so that you basically be there in Nano, a binary in case at least because a bois or mama way. One day we would analyze the impact of some of the social interventions. Men who saw binary analyze who saw 3 years of NAPCO. We should have at least done some baseline survey.
In fact, Endra Finance Minister can say Abain has started a review of all the social intervention programs or implemented here. Now, what share the efficiency of the review of the programs anyway forward? Intie bia nana kunibeka home.
Yeah, because you see everything that gets evaluated gets well done. Oh yeah, then not be we need to change, monitor, evaluate, head the impact, head the efficiency. The thing actually gets well done. Now it looks like Ghana we usually don't monitor or evaluate the nice intervention programs higher deba. Until we are saying the actual impact of the free SHS media. Yes, I say the results and the fact that the team are churning out about 1.2 million people now gives us some intrinsic automatic benefit. Now say so revenue Ghana. Na Ghana your revenue about my name to say hodo as a revenue issue to cause so yet immediately sika no kama na say omunsom ko boy ka e ma sika je no still ankoso. So all those things, I think that when the review is over, we will see all those things and discuss them. But what I'm saying is that IMF maybe extended credit facility. No? It is because maybe some MIA service your debt. And extended credit facility. You person a car you know kakra you to try home you tia. Into over bond and send me abeya you it is not because you seek an asset, but it is because some long-term means of paying us those bonds. One of the challenges we have is that only Obia and Trasi meaning so maybe no Trasi we also made that Domano get 2 pension maybe how me board chairman maybe into adjoint family. You may say me name man for what's that 2 pension maybe they say Dr. John Kumaho say consultation no here with some about more than 25 groups to meet. I think yes, it's better late than never. But generally it tells you say abane pekwaya obefaswa obe servicing the debt, both domestic and then external debt. That is why we are going for extended credit facility.
Okay. The second and the third stage, and it's better to take care how long?
Oh, I know the because of the detailed worker, staff as much for the bar, and technology near the internet. It's not like management aware of what they are doing. All the things that goes and come, Omuko Saba, IMF for that Saba, then the Omuka management of argument. No Masaba, and the Biayadi, maybe imagine it is not only based on the judgment of the staff that came, but it also includes the inputs of some members, if not all members of the IMF management. And akwese yenina yeni chiemuna yabado du sabre. And officially, if they activate the next stage, I am not sure people on the management of IMF will be seeing Ghana's document for the first time. I am foreseeing that in about 1 month, if everything else is cleared, that's our standings will be anywhere. We should hear from the management, and then subsequently by January or end of January, we should hear from the board.
Yase abruso enfimi ensanfi na biese Ghana bre tobi de kra enfimi nu ese tumirika eko IMF edie ni betimi aye na ye ko se we empedu otwi anka ensan so nkobium
Dawuro medo asipa we bisa asem na let us address this matter as Ghanaians. Address this matter as Ghanaians. Sebe kwa ya faso ayaye niema no sebe bo aye anka abo aye MYA na impredu watche yene IMF IMF penny ba ko kan asem bi se kwanye homa faso a homa yesa hyehyeye for the past 3 to 6 months and then memu ade transparency corporation ni ade they hope say Ghana be share the from the Ghana and some IMF deal. I don't think this one should come from the IMF boss. So look at the thorough work that Abaya 3 to 6 months. Why must it take IMF to make us do introspection? Why? And I see you see very, very massive introspection of ourselves so that we don't need IMF to come before we profile our debts. We then the politics we do here in the Republic of Ghana makes it difficult for our representatives to do what they know they can do and as well. And next, going forward, stage 1 activities here, we know them all already. We don't have to wait for IMF to come and tell us to do it. They will more see a take a break. Profiling how are we able to meet our domestic debtors and what we do internally? The Kwabeni Faswa, the team service yomo. Now you share you see Ghana so in the other way. Ghana so Ghana make us say we go to Nigeria, one state is like Ghana. And we should be able to manage this republic. Yeah, the microphone be yeah, no, yeah, you have pension funds. I don't know. You put yeah. Me about time I obakunya the modi eka. Yeah, the contractors ka. Yeah, the waker. If you more quite the deal my eye and kafufu. It gets to a time that you must take a break and tell ourselves that I feel new project be a view. Yeah, the show must be a no project yeah, they are clear. I cannot say to any Ghana nkoa ne wo uncompleted projects e ka additional lexicon ho abai bia ba no asoso ho saa no agya ma abai foforo no because they will benefit politically from it if abai ko na ntimi anya. We should address these things as a republic. Enti there was sika na sika no ye tu ni din say bia 10 million Ghana cedi ye dey ko see school da ma e bia chapiase DHS for if the has this economy we na yenya so mfaso no near the 50% akwakoye na akodai uncompleted project na fi ho one day opa ye evaluate all uncompleted projects na hwe whether enso sika ye kwakoje free IMF ho ana also there are monies that have been thrown in there and nobody is caring in nanu ya na ne ye kasa gleme housing project near there
In fact, a bad bro because I said Dr. Opoku Prempe wo Education Ministry na get fund in kwa project I shall say abandoned number 1.8 billion and ye kwaji ansani ye DBW and ye get fund in kwa education sector.
Yes, there won't be at the beer. Mummy, young for Ghana for Nipanidi. Why should we do that? Why should we do that? And our systems are so weak that Nipani himself acquire white collar crime maybe or buy and one is what brofo. The Namasa Kwaku Sam and one no. You are Katanachi Kama, no Biennial, Nagana Busu Safa. We are the web beside them. I think that the DHI are very emotional about it. We have the money. You will discuss your friend and Gold Coast. And where you are region, I discover ore in large quantities, iron ore in large quantities. Indeed, you are maybe more, bro. But you can sugu contain you can swear, you feel contain you know the rule. You and the system are very weak to hold those who do that to Mother Ghana responsible. And I'm your qua near service yet, you could be swata. Oku eni mienu anu asabu echi mienu oku eni mienu anu asabu echi mienu Ghana here obi a Mother Ghana maami a yefe me Ghana here oba ne mani mu baako a obesori aka say I would actually work for Mother Ghana me de me kra ne me bi pedi adi na disiwa make sure say enyema na enyinu gu Ghana ha say no enyinu mu bi ye de nsa kan de baako a ye be hwe wie one day you will take a pause. Just a can Mississippi who yes, we yeah, the phobia, yeah, the shy eliminate and your home fast ones and your connect ones, so near there, uncompleted projects, they feel electrical. One day, Mother Ghana needs a child that will rise to defend it. Mother Ghana, in fact, any time could be super.
Dr. Smart, Dr. Smart Sapon and AD and Komo economist or a senior research fellow and then a senior lecturer Kumasi Technical University. Doc, I'm saying media kwamo akui. And then from Sunday 4th, ABC and ne anopa menoka say I'm learning say anopa dollar no across it and then a part 10 ho crack say on the verge say a bit me a dube 8.5 anopa. Fuel prices OMC's national reduce but window no Thursday window no Thursday Friday and also so much say bet me a down by 12%. Again nama sabre eniema ya na macroeconomic indicators I started a take nose diving.
Good. Better was a pa na unia wa down for Isaac Adongo. Wonderful. What no.
I'm at say so as vice president according to you India. Edia be city no.
Oh Ghana ya need to hope.
What go jedro?
Neze ya tioma ini muno. Yenya anka debia anka sani abupa mieni. Anka enya yi ense ne banka asem. Duo eye dia ene dro anye ye dia ene esi nipa
no say Dr. Smart who can no 2015-2016 abia na seed no depreciate on a rapid space no Anita the so be catch say eye mu a eyi sika o TV so ni motia and massive no depreciate nti anya won say ne adongo so be catch say seed na nya hoden a vice president akwendi akwakoje eyi dia babe we ye di buman
and I can say the moment you see panika has come to the day among for the abroad the year way for a city or a currency to depreciate in the world about 43%, 1/3 of the reason why it depreciates yankasa obua yemfama ya yesidi any debia ase yeyi o manfofo so currency ni dollar na ye na dollar o ye ne saa obema dollar na nya hoden na usidi no o se no obema dollar na nya hoden na usidi na o se no in fact edu baby one of the rating agencies rate Ghana say me and my currency no below 10 cedi. What it means is that yen or man for nankasa ye gu yen cedi nani mas yen for obuo my yen cedi no. Me frère Toyota Ghana na me bisa ka bi bo. Me bisa ye abanti opeke call no say maybe $1,000. Then I me say senior o Ghana bo Ghana cedi mame. I just all the time say dollar no, me say no problem. Me fantasy dollar saying at that time na dollar ni nam 12.8 and check the ya 12.8 yeah Netflix 15 be could be another be 12.8. This gentleman told me I should multiply it by 15. Now only dollar rate there. Or see but they fix it at a point until time comes that they change the review. Why are you doing this in this republic? Why I got a little I will call your superiors because I mean, are you sure you are representing the company? If you are representing the company, but give me the price in cities. You said you don't give price in cities, and that I should multiply it by the dollar rate. Dollar rate is so I mean, kasa no cry. Yes, only on interbanks and National Bank of Ghana platform. So it was like the general thing everywhere. All the forex bureaus were exchanging at 12.8 or something. You are telling me yours is at 15. Adi inti unim Mestre Bank of Ghana Supervision Department any adi ni say ye betimi ayo
chese ne wo kan kra no BDCC e kwa kra from Godi Bay and so dollar no ya peg no at 19 cedis.
Yes,
19 Ghana cedis.
Na me ba ho all these things that the government has put in place. Bank of Ghana Monetary Policy Committee ni sa for fiscal for no ahia o mudi sa ne mana tutuja. Some support the importation of some things as SCZ near Deno. We should quickly appreciate the results. The way a near man koya yinaya can. You see, Ghana near dia. We should be grateful and say it the way it is. Train your normal driver for any that's already a news media about good for union of traders are. If the woman for Nankasa air strategy before they say, you see, GPRT for more trading, GPRT for more trading.
I want to ask my final question, and I may say, macro indicators no favorable, and I say business environment no be favorable. So a better than a micro no so let me respond. Na ordinary Ghanaian no. I feel the impact of fuel price from dollar ne CDE a year from no. You behind then because it seems anytime be increase you be adjust the price to a certain level no e ka ho yensa ma echibium.
Yeah, but the state has agents that are supposed to do this on behalf of your citizens no. Yeah, about a year committee I trust no mo increment in prices of transportation fare no. Where are they? Transport Ministry. What are you telling us? Can't that committee say, reduce free in the next window we are expecting 12% extra decrease. We talk for maybe the rule. It do be na me fele me small car 2.0 engine capacity. Na me fele beginning na me yankasa me de fele yankasa 500 Ghana cedi. And aya by 4 BB Eco 5 they not strike it. It's me koya mama feeling the same car no at almost 1,000, and me I am feeling that car at 600 Ghana cedi or so now striking. For me, there's a reduction of about 400 Ghana cedi anytime I fill my tank. That is the same way that all my transport companies and transport owners are and not paying now. Wontumi deny it is no crazy. The fuel at the pump, either per liter now, so the ocean or how you fill your tank, access drastically. And yes, maybe imagine I'm going to get it. A swat pa, Namibia the rule. So we giant nipa, so one year every human being will find means of cheating one another. You are naturally cheat, so we are paying your permanent. But that is why you have systems, you have institutions, and it's as a transport ministry. Have they sat with the driver unions? How is that conversation going? Because there are significant reductions in ADI. No driver should come and tell us that if the petrol bill, spare parts, petrol, spare parts, so back we talk about that. But for the reduction that has occurred in fuel price, the stability of the city, and then committee aya etnasi a omo new transport first. Where are they? Omuko break and omuko Christmas leave. What is happening? You see, and many ya mesre muma those committees in etnasi. And kaso munti sushim na kakre bi ombete so ama ye be me nyina hu ma nyina ho beto. Nigeria need bija on pemfa subum one city do ono benefit pe na no so aye ne profit. Akrebium better so ama e ni be so ba say o mayi o mani to say no hu say na ma akofom say before every the person he came from Guta themselves say fi the before monte money so mo mpani for say monte money so yeah train driver for no so there and na before no so mo tete so aye nyina be hu it is mother Ghana we are talking about in the room mo me nye na ye nyina ye ho ntoye
Dr. no pay ye da sene ebre a woni ye dinkomo ye da se pa.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Dr. Smart Sapon, and Yatinka, or economist or science, so a senior research fellow, Kumasi Technical University, and Martinica movement in the morning, and Oshayen, I will want to meet Oshay movement TV, na UT, and so I will want to meet radio 95.9. That's a breath, and pay me papa back. Na your friend Mr. Dominic Mante na di oye ona ye penia oda Anoku Constructions ano oye contractor kese pa oya kwan usi adan oye bibia anope ose o hwe na michia no okuforidua michia no papa nti Mr. Mante anope michia megiri so ho ye ene abusua ni nyina michia Anoku Construction adwumayefo nyina so etia mu nyina mehu ache ese me ba me behwehwe me hu wache papa me da ase no pay da so bre
daru
say ende
da ho no eno kra ne ya ka kire mo no nti ya enche be sori na daily graphic so de ne de aba na no de dan mu kase ye bruni we say IMF to inject $3 billion into the economy, first milestone achieved for extended credit facility. And he said the doctor chechire mo no and the edikan no one year wo free IMF buy any Ghana fortuna say staff level no o ma wie into am report no kono management any board and so akwa approve na say na bibia e konanim
okay enti yanka atiefo bi mu say obi obi wo ha 2-bedroom self contained wo these areas achimota around 7 North Kanishi Jolu Kokobrimle Asalam Down Newtown sa areas ni nyina ni areas e ben obeti opo wo bia 2-bedroom self contained mo free 0244 221218 0244 on pay agent 0244 221218 na oniomo entwetwe enkomo afa shanen so say tabia ba mixture for the tabia takum the abedwama so tabia heba center tabia takum ye memedru bema wa ho de kofem wompem bema wa ye mere ewompem bema wo krasa otukwan na wa hwe egukwan so pacho hia tabia takum 100% organic or the cinnamon or the turmeric honey or the flaxseed or the black pepper ginseng ginger and wa ka fedaye na ho de jannan so bema 100% organic and the way e won ye diaye wo sori anopa ti atreba akotafre twen 1 hour ansa na wadidi wawie match bia benya bia e paparupa obana ni bagi hu bruta o masan so de tabia heba mixture e de aba eno de malaria dru se malaria chew na ema watigu so fever no hujim wanum ato wontimi nidi honam ya wo ya wo sori a aye buhu na waye mre mesro wadura wo hia e tabia heba mixture pato edro we de Ghana efie bia mu obia nom tabia da Ghana formally edru no pachok be bia to edru bia benya bi because Food and Drugs Authority for ahwehwemu agi atumu se eye enunti ena mano katikati a mebo hu Dawuro e dia kire wi nti ba bia kwo na kope bi eto na fi enema nso so enko yie enfa ema eno twemu a mamendi Spanish Ginkgo capsules one adanse enfama Spanish Ginkgo capsules pacho sa edri anti-aging mini anomo ma no muntie o mpeso obenyi da bia na waye honam aye soso wanim aye soso waye sa babawa waye abrantie honam sadin pacho wadru and Spanish Ginkgo capsules afi essential improve mental sharpness da bia wadwi dem mental wadwi na very sharp na onso atimi abadwuma ma moja ne die afurusane yi ekwa adwinum ko ba bia ntirimu ma ho eto esan so ma wutimi da enipa ne bi ntimi na anadwo edu anadwo a nani gusu saa ahwe yi pe ebedu baabi no ebe ya de jese otimi da nipa na ho eto ntu hia se drebi eno twam a Spanish garlic mixture and Spanish garlic capsules no eno so de eye obi wo hono na ase tata ma odne sakra mi a na atum wadru no esan so ma moja no enkwam wo mu nya ahoden cells no enyina enya ahoden na atimi abo ete cholesterol so esan so eyi code ni ade fi o blood pressure no ebete so kama o dware wi a na ho kekawa frewo mo omonchi ose da be yusu no obi nso ho no mu a ne sifitas na nimu nka eno so beboa obi a menstrual pains how patch wadru ni Spanish garlic mixture no anane capsules no from musisia 0266 114111 0266114111 oko PFA pharmacy Colinac Heba Dani Heba Fredmans Heba NKNG ni Nisi pharmacy Baseline pharmacy baby etu adru bia so oko a wonsa ebetimi akabi dasebre
Dawuro
se yapon
yes
ye democrata no ye pon program no ye
program de empon democrata no munsem no na ye wie nti ye didi aka jampanifo na o mo ba no so aba beto aso ama
ye bibia ni hobi
bibia ni hobi
but CDS yesre no chief of defense staff ya catch no say
soldier 4,000
no for soldier for 500
5,000
there be soldier for 5,000 yes police for 5,000 immigration for 5,000 prison service for 5,000 fire service 5,000 omonye fire tenders 116 regions ni na fam across posted because at the end this for share ye no ahwe ya si wa across posted your memory da no ebe hu soldier for 5,000 enti o ne ye one soldier delegate ba ku bia soldier ba ku jana
because nyani pa 25,000 no
ba ku bia police ba ku jana asembia ni ho na fire tenders nso jina no ma so so
ambulance
wow
275 ni na be ko
hey
you say Ghana
good morning Dawuro greetings to that hene Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia friends of Bawumia national organizer na wodi ebe Reverend Opoku Achampon ukufu dia Reverend Opey chia papa chia se onsoso odi aba enti me da se bra wie me twa me ho sema mienu na fimini abidwafo no atena se na yedi pensin mu dia broko Facebook na fa o message ebra na yenkinkan enfa emao enti once again Mr. Mante of Anoko Constructions and pay me chia pa me chia enti ye behwe Samuel Apia Jemi da se and pay wo share the message we brina dia bosse see ni ketiasem kin Kwajo Abudaba ese anopei wono so ehwen Kwajo anopei da se munyina message oyibobo aten ye twa ho aba mo message no ye bekan ni nyina ye ba se ya enko ba bia
enijiaba to Sack Real Estate and running promo as ukuta as low as 5,000 Ghana cedis, 10,000 Ghana cedis, and now say 20,000 Ghana cedis. Ubetimenya quarter plot, half plot, and now full plot. Ewo miami bit to say dodoa pram amasamai kaswa oyarifa oyibi tema East Legon Bawe Pantine. Nim mia bebra ekeka ho enkosi daben ana obekoso ahai obidan enkosi sen na efiewura ebekoso atetel to Sack Real Estate yaba ama obibia enti wuso ubetimi aye land owner bra yeho na beto wasase fofofo.
Come to Sack Real Estate. We have genuine, affordable and litigation free land for sale. Our lands are well documented and situated at prime areas. We visit sites on Fridays and Saturdays. Locate our offices at Dansoma Last Stop and Mamprobi Bamboy. Call Tisak Real Estate on 0540 8864 96 or 0540 886382. We have payment plan for all. Tisak Real Estate, the company you can trust.
And now, my dear listeners, before I sign out, I would like to introduce to you Tabia Herbal Mixture, a great and effective herbal medicine for malaria, loss of appetite, and general body pains. Tabia, a fact I can personally attest to.
Tabia Herbal Mixture. Ansa na ubenom Tabia Herbal Mixture. Shisho moja muhunu se wenye chidi yari nubi ansa. FDA sheshe sa ejodi nkrato yi muaji atumu se eyi.
say o ma me wo ho
Minister for Fisheries and Agricultural Development Shapa obo adwumaden edema oman no
okay
kaso aman so
ka che ne say enche bi a Greek ministry ne fisheries ne be ka bom enchi say o say
wezu aka
onim pudo
pudo
ehia na hia wola
ibedi nejo enchi ka che o ma me say wa mama nte ne nka say ye ka bom a me me mfa ma no
mate
ya de be ma me
Oze
Dawuro
mate Oze
onim de ta me yema me ense ma me bia me ne mu ne be
oza odie alaji ma ate ka che de ni fa say
yo
se nsa ka bi
obeje
na ma ntene nka because enipa ne bebre ho no mo a
ye be kwantoa
o de tobo na me nka ma se bi enipa bebre ho no mo say ya o minim papa bi a deputy CEO Petroleum Commission ne be man deputy regional minister also Dawuro Egbert na CEO no deputy asem na make
your friend say minimum no
the deputy no your friend Prince Abuaje or your former EC regional secretary me wo fa no also Dawuro let's have ne aka ya pen it down for EC regional deputy regional secretary also e bo me di pe momra e dan de gu hayi residents o mo meda e bi bia momra
no sha wudi for
deputy regional minister no wa nya onya deputy CEO Petroleum Commission me friend na won fa onu a say alaje tina me catch Jennifer say oye ominyanwa ni wa na bedie na onya wie na fe oh de mama kama sam na me atima me kan betu ase pa me disappointment ase pa ko na me catch on David Pra ene deputy director general TVET me nua pani no oye me kuapem brother oye na djuma se Eastern Regional Communication Director na me ne na ye djuma no ene ono so me friend na wonfa enti asoma me kan
friend na wonfa wa hu so obi abuba yira hye no ma na hye no kasa duane hye nipa no ma
enti asoma me kan Jennifer dey America cheni se wanya na NDC for regional women organizer bi oye minister no do office na ye kaso yi meeting a office obe sheki ho nyina just minister no pie ba enti se Jennifer no make na oye yi no se make yi ne nsa ka bi no ne de ni run the office one mo a ye betutu nkonwa ni nyina
oba on trust me because unim bibi yes obi a won de mo bompa ya ma me pa to be honest from 2017 media for ya adwuma ma me pa na yesu twi bi na ma ne bi ena ni di ade ama na delay ni nyina mu ye kuro mo ye party abraho sam no senke ye nkrofo mo nya bi o mo ye ya yonko no se me mantimi amoa o se mtimi direct o manko but wo be ko no afa no wakai se ni nua bi we NDC o ne ko school o te woni ni di nkomo nti wo be tra bon tia che nti na se mo hu me line no ni so papa babo mpa ye ma me fa be fa
mate ko me ka me
se be be
message a me de ma
sa ke nkomo mi no mo nua ya
message a me de ma ko finti amo mo ya ma message na yira me so nkan che ne ma me ka so Mugabe and ye ya ne ya ni Mugabe o ka so ase
o ye obetwitu na wa
me se nkom se a Greek ministry in fisheries be ka bom wa ma nte ne kan ka bom a me mfa ma no me de me kwa
o me ama mfa
me mfa ma
wo wadro anka ni wo wadro anka yetu
me nua ba ro no
o ye nipa o
entiana bo ha kum se mi tia no
oni na MC o mo center afo oni mse oni na MC ne te center afo oni na MC no mo center afo
entioma hello oma mentimu ka oma mentini nka ona bo ha kum se ka so Mugabe ka so Mugabe me da se
the Russian come
ma shenkom
na ya mom no hwe o mo nkai o mo de utie Dawuro o mo nkai o mo de se ye no o mo a so hu se de sha se na nka de akwa wie papa na awurade nso hyira ye nyina se nya sa ma me ka se mi nkyiro se ko ba sa trimode no ko so ya some people group gather together come together and say an evil prayer for nkrofo when an evil prayer is set for you a do nyame bebam na nyawa awurade nyame
Jennifer Ofuriwa Queen
na me
deputy director communication and Akufinti Martin member of the communication team na Laji UC for finance so government spokesperson social services and Ajia Rabi aba beka ensa oye deputy director communication Ajia
Lafia lo ya keke.
Nde se na esie na
Dawuro ya keke.
Na ya mesumika lafia.
Dawuro dasba.
Ene man fanti baby.
Dawuro dasba.
Mesumika dasba.
Kana.
Ana.
You and some Jordan. Me ka say yimbe ula ka say na.
Batakari de meni je homesh ba me sensu me integrate
e fata o pa
me se pa anti batakari de anti ai mokwa mo fa bimbrem
meba no na mitie Dr. Smart
Dr. Smart sapo ya
me chiano me nimnu
no wa meni kasa
Dawuro
40 minutes
Dawuro me nimnu na sa papa no se otie a me chiano nyame shira no oka something critical Emma me hu say still the kind of dust NDC person omu throw into the system no
ko say kakana
e dead on arrival atonsuom because we still have objective citizens omutumi pia abonte kasama aban no na omutumi ka on objective basis say na e was say yemfa as a country. He said it all. Into me no omo ye excessive speculations no. Omo sorry propaganda nkwa na omo nam ye no. Me pa omo atwa omo njai. Na nye sadia. Very soon omo ankasa be pia be kasa. Because sa papa no de nemo o hihye maaye no. Honestly, it moved me and moving me pa.
What's it enemo ye den?
Ade. Me treat madam wo ha say
no me person repeating that
no.
Okay.
Like in terms of arena, the way he spoke about the whole thing, the behavior me what even moved me more was the fact that say Ojitum say Abaino has taken some policy in some measures any reforms are informing the behavior of the dollar and the CD. The only thing they know is to go to Cape Coast and start money disbursement. And so because where they are today, Masa.
Okay, and some of the doors no Ziano pay me whom baby cram in Shasi free. A Casman son na non-cron abo. NDC for Koto Aba. NDC for Koto Aba, my baton no, and to come aba. Pablo question Sami Jenfi baby unya sika DC mansion ewo Airport Hills or question sika mo chene ade abronya write up na aba no ono so abronya can categorically say Pablo sika or DC sa dan do na FMPP appointee so sorry Sami Jenfi FMPP appointee so and o say Pablo dey say minuano no o say MPP appointees ni bi instead of some party for party communicators no omo dis can share NDC for or see a bid NDC communicators ni bi echo Dubai e de omo call retreat e bi so ye opo MPP ni open contractor unya itimi to bi kra ma odike ye de contract ni ma odike no abeton ma wuntumi odike kra itimi nya Exim Bank bisia ba party ni pa wunya ene sa ni manema no ni nyina so no amunim e de party ni ade na eden e de eba e se de nketian so leak tape aba ono so aka ese so mo kokko tu nyina na dansi de bia ni ho enti oni omuwie oni former president Mahama egu Supreme Court judge fo animu ase from unanimous FC ni nyina se no munim se asem no amode koe no eni nyina so bia ye fan free o ye wi a ni ahwe IMF ene ho ensensem nti ye fan free o kovi ona aba kanen o semedu ene de me the time e to ho matchen pepepe mami ntio
okomsafo Kwaku Dawuro kaswa utenya isi mind awase ewo nkomsa awase yo jide mapasa bebam
oni masofo bi efe no osofo na do simple osofo boachi
Anthony Boachi
there be sofo boachi o say mo ameba ma sori amunya eba nyina moja asori ne ba no ma bagima de eti menso men komse ba mu na se ma anya ma bagimi komse go fi mami dio
the kaswa da wase na menfa akonya we so na menchia wotu senya is kaswa for menyina ye na MP honorable maybe so akomsi anamu bibia oti enka was area no officiapa. You read December Mudia, Dawuro me show officiapa. And then we are very proud. Me 2 deputies of national communication team members. And man, so
deputy directors or communication team members.
Directors.
Directors.
National. Ti unse amam mabati kosoro. And me am a boss so. Way back. And
now marking scheme no
way back for.
E be mark wo ha ya.
Backing gutter. To ene for fana. Me mamu nyina official panso. Na Dawuro yenko asem ne so enra efiti na nansa eba na metodi na medwendwen ho na me hwe brofo bi ade bia yaka yes the chickens are now coming home to roost de bia yaka na kwese amanyosem yaka no trasa but every day and I'm happy aside Ghana for no NDC mabuni so be should start and begin to raising up no mon hwe omonpanifo a edi omanim Dawuro me kaini see ye our rage kwan so yisi anim ho on the day of declaration of results na me hwe menua no ma efiri asama efiri mama obi nima ya wrong shirt no mo gira kwan ho with the GDS say opani bia ka kire mo si ya win election no and obi pese owiem e bia ye me anka meye saa because I was protecting your man you no ni yen nipa dodo ekoto abama yen na ye botwi me kaisa me boss na ye wo mida Heritage Tower me ye announcement around 2 o'clock so obi anko fie government agencies na penifo na ekwa MPP flag na wo mka ni mu no mayi Africa ni mu no mo da she ansa no mo tumi drive through Ridge Road because too slow ni ebeto woni wo car ene empanifo kro na e ka kire mu mabu no se mo win election results no mo e wo so no enne nyankopon apa o mo so ntoma. There's one thing about the new patriotic party na nakofo ado ne empanifo the nyankopon yesi nyankopon ene si hene na osi hene nso anensa e wo so the same thing of some pofo and no preacher man bi emi okoso dan mu and NDC communicators say essence ya manuko ye ni asempankanti yen keka nsem no man ni munye hu nyenkyere nkofo efansie nyame a odɔ Ghana na odɔ MPP amanuko ne mpanifo edane NDC fo na communicators ni bi emo mo asa record de beto abonten se Ghana fo yi ye mpanifo adwen bone wo man no enie enna se dictate anso de na pie no se de da meka ye nyina dintro o mampani dada watwa ko frɛ diplomatic corps ebetra sit twan troko fa Kenya video be say Ghana mu nyina no se na oboa e bosrem ka ohuda ontida nti judges Saudi di o matam nyina se na che se o pem ye di matam me na kan ye o pem ye di matam di na to me badin to o pem judges na di o matam na se na twan tro se election wa results a se wa lose o so wa wini me de me 2 million no mabu ne fo ye besi uso a mpanifo se enkaye hye wo ma yemfa wei anya futuo na ye kodwen ankrankra bi ye die ho ena video ba ya ye hwe obi dan no ma hu minua musa bato odan a mutikuma na ye dede atem manse kese pa huge now we have fated dan ni mu na dan siwa
no kura
I'm telling you
no kura
minua no metumufuo
na ne bebe o
airport residence airport hills
right wa assassin $2 million.
Can you imagine? The million no muntie nyen dwen Ghana yi ho and they no penny or say policy amede ba free senior high school Ghana dachi ye pesi ye nyam panifo te se ono so enti won mefa oman sika no enkoye wayo megida confirm background no or the policy ni programs are ebema minumi enu devoid of your political party yema ye dachi ye nuanom ebenyia beye panipa ye benya ma bi te se Jennifer enemy nua about ye ye benya bi se Dawuro no atra console achi devoid of your politics me transongo munti me ba ye nani asesa me da se ya se sa ye nua no mabu ye se do mo kokuba and that o man no taxes how yenko sua doctrine ne fam bra meshe ne memma muslimi somo no ni zongo communities no so na bra ya bre na yenim de bia na me to me won say me come ya me come because I was living between the toilet and the gutter. You understand?
Is the support for women and special attention on young women. We your banner will perform here. Yeah, the utum keke.
Me dasi. Into the same taxes na ni yetu ya no. And they will be the same taxes no. And they say ye niema e bua ye nchirima. Ye nwen enko chire. Ye nwen enko kan. Hwe me dia manyo se de bia me ka se enye te se football. And Okoye United, also the 31 year require me call in interest of Okoye United. But I'm on your a policy and a program of a government can make or make you into ukari a man no me no concern yaso. Now I will say the way and insist boame community boama bisuya a hon ye share editwaba and yes media ye will meet to munti ye try to trust them you ye can't clutch them you sir this must change. Enti media Dawuro de bia me da rade ase se ne matamfo betusu odan mu no emmom tresu mpia bonten no e na APP and between Pablo Sami Jemfi Broja Jemfi and Sam George smart nsem
Sami Jemfi so correspond o match
enti ye betensem
oh Sami de
no omo we don't wish them bad, but
we can draw station be to say me MPP ni see keep course no come bossy now so near ya say branch ba ko amodi dua ball na nan ya so collapse you so wuye e bia na ni nua kwa ma ni nua madamfo
o mo se Pablo girlfriends year 6 o ja na yere wa America na girlfriends agro no mu de bi do nyame agro no mu de
say eba
dem ba ko ne girlfriends year
ni pet mi gu ni pet ma
ni ne mo mayo
ne yire ma
so offend this who
of our time
so offend this who
no video ba ko
oh so offend this who the nigger abo besia the niggers nsia ko abruchi
o de ne yire so wo government pay government scholarship so NPP government scholarship so ne yede ne yire ko to American and some ko so NPP ye o
akako fees mami samani nsi ni
nko enkranwum bi mini to bede me dada ne bes oso wakonyan jata
wakoto jata ba o yen
enyen bi o le Broja Jemfi betra kumase ede mrante be gina ho the Hawks eno gina o anim ye me smart the Hawks na se dun kati amone John Dramani ma banda da watwa mu ko na mo feso manya Ghana fo ye ba be bro ye ma me mo ne papa mo enne Nyankopon child ya odo yen na tiesi mo so jata bi ona mo ko tete wo mo no enne mo anya ba bia mfa nko because na do de ko no so enye yie o de free senior high school aba o de ko ba omia so a emfa digitalization ye benefit o de bo run ministers so a emfa because ene ma pana ye ene sade a mo ho
adani ni
ene wo hu dan wo hu
wo fan to TV ni every
ene ne si keko so do
yeah wo fan to TV so am
da bi sabi je video
na me
video no if I white house open two bedrooms
we so make so the rule
yes
media
where White House they say White
House mansion media me too
ya grade the fear na nim so ama na kwa na dan for no one
media me too
na dan for no one people o ye no sa
me too Ghana for mabu
minimum 4
you 2 years e da yanim you share the policy and the economic
mama finwi
Dawuro wa hwe ya we you better
mako finwi kofi me enko
ebi o de fast me share interest
o de ko si fam na aka o sima me nu
eti media me too mabu ni fo you wakonya da yanim you almost a year and a half say 2 years ni e san ko gina ho asan ko to aba sa nipa ko ye ne omu biebie ni ma so kire yen ebe sanya kokudwa begina yanim ye de yen sonso enso ansa hwene economy across the world afedie sidia na ye boy say yesre ye no ene adane the same Bloomberg ni whatever na no mo kika no say adane
I don't go see baumia koji edro
opani ni a opani ni no kasana utia ene adane fuel price ene is on the reverse trend and I echo. I feel the idea me there being see that.
Go your 14.4.
Yeah, idea me there a being see that. Me there me some, but me team in putting some that. Set trade unions are calling their members
to reduce prices.
Some so magana for Christmas time. Very, very well. But then the say a friend in need is a friend indeed.
Yeah.
Nia want to more or criticize it when say Papa Munsua. That is why the Bongana Papa say Omani Gidio or Kufuada by because Omakai say Nemo President Kufuada be 17 taxes free. Even at COVID, on my free water, free electricity, Ghanaian sky. And let me tell me about school fees because free school. Teacher training allowance is a obese car say, "Why we are managing to come and say, Nama, I can't do peno." And nobody the same do peno. Yeah. Another folk I. Me side near Mabuno, and I meet you for saying this youth way. Yen dream of my Ghana, ye, or no my Ghana can't come. You baby, I am paying for almost soon on buying at the end. A Japadia. As you get to say, you know, person born by Mamudi, Milika Kojina Hono. I'm a kind of clutch as a figures cry, you need. You can't quality and you say you could not court. It's immediate. Or did you, I semper, young Ghana ye your home.
Medasi Nana Kofi Intiamwa, a member of the New Patriotic Party communication team movement in the morning. Now Sugusua OT or wontumi radio 95.9 now sharing so on Movement TV. You're live on Facebook, you're live on YouTube. Nina Movement TV. Okwa for message bra share na also can message in there. Ma bet me I share my personal handle so and also Dawuro na odu message aba. Me ko Jennifer Oforiwa Queen enchen. Me man is medu. Sami Jenfi, see Dinketia, Nina, Iria ne abeka IMF asem. Yen.
Enyum be say utiate. What is that?
I'm mathematics. I'm waiting at the pay.
O me no nyina utiate. Uni dey tell boom for politics.
There be
sembufu a menya koma yale nam dadem. Me obi ma no mehwe. Eti abra ne abrebia me mani age.
Okay.
Papa mo boni mo mani.
So we need
because ade bi esi abrabo ne. Sa oti ase a nyame akase esi. Eni esi. Unu an kunte o say si no yi free. Wonya bi ade adanse. Nti ye ba foforo no de na expectations no high. Ye de meto ha na maboa party ni we na ma ye media ni we say calculations no were very very high. Ade e ba metimi aye pa make say metimi pride myself with here. Kwala metimi aboa mo manya scholarship o mo school outside Ghana ene o mo ko ha ene de me ka she rade ene. De aka bia wo nyamense. What you say? Mami cheti fo ne ahwefo. Na me fanchi akesi mfra bankesi mu na yemfa mre ye tifo ne ahwefo ne Movement TV Greater Accra ene wontumi TV Ashanti region ne o mo kasa fidie nyina so. Ye kasa kwa chiri pa ni petie. Ye ba fie so dia ne ya ba fie. Alhaji salamu alaikum. Odo de me ne nra ne no etre meeting sa ye ko fie late.
We a couple. Capito.
Class captain. Money na class captain. Money na. On girls prefect.
Girls prefect.
I course you menu ka ho. Rabi ka ho. Laura no ma dey class captain ama.
Oh yeah, dey ama.
Majatu.
Yeah, dey ama.
Majatu. Eh fine so. And ye nyina ma no mebo ya baso. He say ne ma no ye mi ye tiasa ye adwuma no pa. Because kanen nan ka yakoye say amanyosem no yakoye mema adwuma. Enti man woni ye den kakra mi say o mata give me a ge o ye rude omu ade o ya arrogant babo mo ti dem hanyina alaji ni me about 12-13 years woni me close to 12 years obi anim
Jennifer how ho na so ye rude na nka so ye befo a so fa ho dwane
na befo no kra ka say merry wonam o ka me tu ama be su chance dan so
say obre no bi
o hwe ensam a da ho sisi ho ye ka NDC political party nye party e wo sen ka nipa join ne ye ka nipa nyini na after 2024 party ne be kata so ne amom baba no matena bench na omo hwade sa ka ochina ya wo fi memenda e na omo to oba no be ye koye nda bia so ye pay set so we said the place and they follow omo so koye no sports stadium the muhu wo Cape Coast no was a rehearsal the main event no be koso Saturday because seedu ketia de mole fo ne ba ena Eurofo so ampofo so de ambassador Victor Smith mo omo former chief of staff I saw omo crofo no omo yelen it's against the learned and ye ba ko ne me kan ha makaseti ankofo ntu ni se ni ketia squad no ene Leonard for no the militant ene omo comport omo ye cratch like ene ehia Saturday nti Dawuro we yen sentro ni nyame adom adwada wasum wo betin sam wasum na ade bi koso ye ya mama che director of communications Yera Richard Ahiangwa so on ne tenase now oni ni di nkoma now him say my first appointment now he was a national communications team member now party foreign friend say he's my baby because oye adwuma maye pa ena nyame nchade wo hu say wiase na meka say na odi post bi ne ye ba na wakunkun mama mo girlfriends di atem Facebook mama mo girlfriends ase wo mo bo no mo cassette nipa eni enso ade honhom on say nemfie na ye chi no ene wo be me boss and I give him maximum respect
I catch him say me chia no
meka kire no obeba hakra so one ne trust na nya one on one hu se nyansani na ekasa send this for power bi na hwe ne caliber na hwe akura ya me be kana sam ya me be digest na sam no ohun me be kana sam na no pa ya hu se there's a vast difference you cannot compare him to we oh no a blatant liar who didn't throw with I saw didn't throw no ma hu sa sam na kana ye no kure but papa we trans no kasa it director me chia no ade am hu o Cape Coast no e rehearsal drum no ye babo ama na tete Sunday only say last 4 years it was myself and he was the then third vice Omare Wade Chema Omare Wade and then Nana Obri Yeboah no I'm the one lady we be count and he co-representative party the then general secretary me former boss and now or they ye my co-general party na name now when I make chia na Drew James so you won't change and I will say until the day you retire from politics me gina mu sign na me chia educate was more fast so ne nsana aye nketo asa no obehimu nsama nsai alaji emu den kasa ne mu de na nipo shame nkrama me hu se adwuma na me nipa hwe nipa tie ye former French president Yera John Rawlings wonya ne baby ko o catch was you are doing well you become one of the finest politician in future continue asema catch me na mkotwe na mdana se na wada no bunkum so na me nim sensam nhiransam obi akagu so you trade fair last 4 years awurade nyankopon Solomon kasa hu si ebe wia na ogira wa han ni say ya wo ye dey ya nature call ba atani tu o dane ho aba ne adane no o kotu ni ka ne asem ponchini ni bi agum bepem na ne ka ne engine say wantimi anye eno hu solo wa ye mobo Kwaku bo he no de nso waku na fuso to obedidi ha na odidi ha na one na mu kokwasa saa e no de watimi sustain no no kura na agenda ne boss ha me dem fi yetia no oti aye mbechew eti me ni broja ko TV e pon ye broja ye na jeni nam say sika sam krache sika no nso no nkura na omo ho no ma hijack ko time awo ye no ye Ashanti region no ni onasis kobi America me ni omo tu Ashanti region ye America ketoa na bepem ne wo be se obe ye national officer wontimi wo sika samonye mo nso wantu anya de ombeto ama is different from MPP ti kone koko peska o se fa me kwa na mso ye krache no yonko no mitimi fa anko what you say na arahusam say MPP e ba power na ye kai say na me ni passment ko school and this ni o ye me classmate but then this what power they don't do that omunya me nka say me nyame ncha de bibia me ye bia Ghana ni wo de ne ba me yama no ye Ghana ni irrespective of your political party but if you for the deep nyansa na bontizo for the deal wo hobio nti me ye mabube the rumba to what man say
me ti pa
ba ye dia no wo ba kwa hwe obi no age wo tena se a na nipa da sani aba be hwe oshu mi hwe shu fun da ntonyame aba hwe na se ahwe mo
amu hwe oshu nyina
ya hwe ne ekone aba wo ba nya bra be wura mu no nipa da sani ti o sa nipa no so ne tena se a ne so odi obi atam na oni made ewo they are friends and this you know they are friends to young Crawford be most of the appointees I'm saying it here a topic I discuss nya de me dia boy and I'm from my agenda and some botu
ma kan na me ti o
they are friends to them na rahusam ne say alhaji oni omo tena TV radio na ye kasa na ministry ana say agency na samba o se CEO na minister de me yi na kina agina nchen na wo dida na ado atam saa na wo na wo kasama party as a national executive no what na wo say wo defend no na say nipa na senate text dia man say fa kire no catchment wo nya ne nkwasi asem to wo kan party ni MPP ni enti ya na adwuma na ye ne ye de arekekere na ye si edi nipa bi sunu omo ban ya che adwuma na nke ye gyae ye ba ye si obi apa ntu ne ne ma hu abonten pa de obi anyam do nyam ye mu nkrofo bo ye dede lai ni kutre but don't say rather de ahonfe no don wa aka si no akotrat no aye party adwuma then you leave and you won nkrofo a omo ni mo japade ano the same thing applies to NDC now mpacho akora me kasa akora nobody should get me wrong. He's a small boy. Me mature about 5 na ni ye mate. He's 30 years, right?
I'm say 33 years.
When you track on. So when you track on so me mature about no 4. One ntafo no na ye mate. Until you could see say onye me mate. And adwuma no so kra me junior downwards. Got time I started communication shanty radio no nonsense no bro jaja mfie na omota na ni. Na onye na dwe so from kra free. Edoma aba abeduru kumasi asaba. Abeduru ha na no timi ne ya point is ya nice wo opposition si dan we da bia me kasa say aduane show nipa no ayen kasa wo eti dan na wo see in opposition. The question is this guy has never worked in his life onye adwumata nyam na me kampacho ne national youth organizer na eka etu tim say na Pablo twan awini oye ne mafia ne allegation and wo mo kono so obi ade ne metofo koy se nipa da se ni betimi ahwe nipa de dade me akukọ me koto ame bopa me tua 5 cedis ne akuna ma me kom ya me tim fa second to ne minim si etimi de dade chain boni peti pona ne moja na to say ya twa obi nsa we nyina agu nipa no is going to lose ne nsa. The question is me I have learned so many things in politics growing up in politics alaji next year na manya 13 years in communication o ti yakasa ye ni masama ye ka ye di agro na chinya ne. The question is nipa na akwa mo ye twa nsa agu no wo gina ba bi obekai wo de kai no opponent. The same thing is happening to yen pacho wo de kai no krof se Jennifer benya supply kakra di ya hwe obi awia ansa obi ne nya party ni na mtekura anya me ya eti ye wo opposition awa kora idan ya wasi etwagu yi ya sa grade ani hu ama no e de ya na nipa ye ntia otro sa akwa we ba be press conference aka ho asem so you have to pay him off e de ya no wa ye de ya no wo. The question is, me meant me and defend you, but any sin in the me defend you. And these same guys will sit on TV and radio with them. They pick a microphone aside, deal with the president. The question is, see you now, who young kono no, so won't deal with you. Is it not the president who appointed you?
Sure.
Is it not the president who gave you the appointment? I am be yanyabi. And you're my penny at the mouth. Ye, man penny. Say me, who's some inco bompire no atrio. A carriage from no bending crofobia, no shimshin and coming in a theatre. Na nkomo be hunu kwan a krofo na mu feed omo no ebe ye oje ye ti kroma me de nyam na nkisifo na na eka same jamfi kwa brochira wona na kolonkua no mo te business class. I don't have a problem with that because I didn't buy him the ticket.
Girlfriend business class no muti
wo mo te business class me economy na me she hodin no makodi me dwuma no maba enti wasi mansion we ma Jennifer Queen si 2 bedrooms since be ye bobo nkrofo na what ye bobo dan Dawuro yan sentro ni ye bobo nkrofo na what ye bobo dan what but one akwalai dan ya wasi no et say wo in Beverly Hills or America world one when the richest one when you hono so mo dan e dey bi na crazy ti akwala we no be da bu 33 years ka hu bi da no de na ne dey ehu. But these same guys will come back and tell us say NPP is the most corrupt party and the corruption yabu. Then you are part of the corruption now come person. Because I heard some say no obiya who politicians who ska. And you can't defend yourself. It's happening to me. Me and my family, me and my fear, me come kroma. It's happening. Even when you explain yourself, people won't understand.
Who understand you?
Now, see a kakafuna, ye kamadam. Me gen no ho. Na send ye tie bi antre na tuwi konsa wa ma be sa ba be snack ko.
Well to a wise.
Panda. It's in the north. Esie katia
wise no.
Esie katia say.
Wise.
Omukọ
Very wise.
Now ni evidence. Wokọ hu nya chairman a oni bibia wo ye. Oh, where is affiliated to Kofo? Where is affiliated to Wine? And to one na waba because of Bobuga. Ntiema no be chairman. I am telling them today. So mupa, almost said you Jesus Christ man me your chairman. Go mu ni adwon papa. but obi ombayi bi aye ade boy ye ma ye twon and you see MPP ye trimu nya ye but we are not going to compromise 2024
never
with anything.
Never.
May I say Jennifer Oforiwa Queen, a member of the New Patriotic Party, Deputy Communication Director.
For some of it pancake. One day you better. Yeah, the next Kwaku no 2024. Into young fresh educated Amra. One at Timole Molas. Wallahi. MPP or Mole Mole. You will be we have Nina be womb.
May I say Jennifer Oforiwa Queen and now Martinica, Deputy Director Communication by the New Patriotic Party. Alhaji Yusuf Fofana, Alhaji Memra where I say Dinketia, Samedia Mfi, and NDC in Tokwa or a Cape Coast. I mean to Alhaji.
Yo, Dawuro, me da was say me chawa no pay. Me see chia me colleagues, me say Kofi de me no nyina ya Nima boys. Onu de o ka say o ka so o even oti hoyo Nima boy prache ni. Odo me be any parliamentary candidate or a typical Nima boy. Ntina na Nima ye din sa. Yes. E ho na e training you know. But so is yeah. Jennifer so make say minim na chair. Jennifer waboy jumo. Waboy jumo esan say 2005 mini Stephen Timebo pro. I'm one of the longest person my Stephen Tim until I be chairman since 2005. I think ye kokuma say ami huno small girl no ni na muna wa share the trousers na be afian na me ni na slave until 30 years no me because 2005 by 27 years until tells you she's been communicating for a long time. I think you have to keep the spirit. Rabbi Sumi could do no for now. Me say Rabbi no for run. Yeah, Rabbi actor no for only na tuaka. Me see until there was a time she our program be na me can say I cry muntinu man cry. Because baby o one or boy juma die. Be coffee nyina your coffee be ko boy juma no. But ahano na oya na ko bebia be oya no no for na maha na aka wo no for no mo. I've said this we can wait some years back. Oh, me say call no all the radio stations she was there. Obia bonabaso. Nti Rabbi keep it up. I think say by hard work nti na do hono mo. Me da munyina say nti me share money inshallah. Me ho munyina no I was so happy. Yo where the mami call NDC for program no so. Me say na me so me was salt pond that day. Na my wife Auntie Bina seen him our salt pond. So we have to go. On that road Friday ni yeniomo and I saw say bibi besi. And so I said kasi I saw it on Friday. And na kaswa mankesim kwano so. And na some sort of cars ni trucks na etwemono. Utimu say masse macho men to the program. And me huro papa me hu tape no. It tells you say senior minua baka a dress rehearsal for Saturday. And Nora me catch it at the chai original secretary said Miss Reno omumiyemboa omuniye massive up security because BBC ewo NDC moa e bibe kan Ghana. It tells say they are not ready and they are not prepared so ombetumi arulu omai. It tells you say yensu no yamboa moa e bibe ba be kan. It's true because Obia him say omu a violent party. Inti yen say ye boa omo because Obia did to mu say MPP yensu yenye surabofo. Be ye die no e ba ye manage no. NDC die ba na sikan na ye botu nyina wo ho no mu. Ebi mu kra pistols. Metie police administration. We no omu kire say nienti omu antumi anchi Obia ni say police for be 3 na nipa be 100 eku. Ukochi obia the whole group will come after the police. Into one share here police for no mo number kum. Into na police for mo pata. Oh yes, into police for no try your best pataya baby crowd be could di we duafri obi nsem. Into nunti na mad say police are handicapped not because they are handicapped. They could have shot warning shots also. Ni abeka say hey crowd control mo nimi ye. Into police for crowd then ye person mo ye. Now we share nipa say NDC are more revolutionary route and all they know is to kill. All they know is to take people, former presidents, ni 5 army generals to the firing squad. All they know is to kill 3 high court judges any one army officer in cold blood. These are the roots. So all they know is to kill. One inti nipa sa no all the police for me say no be can say 5 police 5,000 police
military 5,000 police.
I think
one delegate, one policeman.
One delegate, one policeman.
One delegate, one military.
One village, one dam. One constituency, one ambulance. One district, one baby. And one delegate, one security. I'm telling you, and yes, sir, master. And yes, sir, and you see Saturday, you know. And we are picking the intelligence.
Plus 257 ambulances.
Send you video. Send you first, me nya video no me sendi me minister of defense. First, since almost 2 weeks ago, Emani who said this is video, but and for public consumption. Na ohono saying, we see idea ma who say bi mu anya video no, omo share. Until you can also do same. Na me try say me sendi omo violence na omo ko ye wo yisi nia Kofi Ntiamu aye kan wasem no. Ma send me nim say aba na. And then you see what happened at the ECD that day. So when you saw me there, no send them more so there. Now omo fanye na yen share wo so. It is so bad. Let me go to I see doing Ketia's revelation. I think the former president have to come out and apologize to the whole country. Wanya say ye hu dede because we are wasting court time. We are wasting Ghana time. The former president. Indemnity clauses. Share constitution. But we have to force him to do that. Esan say it is the bad thing na waya. Nanka krowi krobi a me person me book the countries meeting. It could have turned into war. The Ghana for ye tinyamase ene ye pay ho essence o tumi call one family no okono no ye MPP no yere ne ye NDC nkwada no nso ye CPP eno nti we need any problem wa Ghana saa enye saa nka me pese me bo kro say kromati about 20 in Africa. It could have turned into war. The former president say ye ni deeper say oba out no apologize say ni amika ye say ma winning no mum mass up or yisi mum protect your ballot munye say asie di nketia no kasa sami jemfi so kra na mi nyaf no so kasa omunyina ka say ya yem. And we have evidence to go to court not knowing someone evidence be. It tells you that the NDC were not ready for 2016 election and they were not ready for 2020 election. And Nura me catch the chai or my regional secretary or Adoma FM say you were not ready. You were not ready. Utia say do ketia tape na going to the last tail end of it, you know. Na say do ketia can say ono no onya ho kwan no be chairman na. They have sister organization and sister party stations across the world, 160 countries. Obe sure say ombe ba be boa omo asset up omo IT system na ma omo. Send a bear and crash it. Send a crash here. Many over.
I don't want it to come from
many over. Many over. A revelation. A good revelation. And also be crash it. And no Namekano. Ampa. Into many over. That one too will crash. Essence they NDC they are not prepared. They are not. They think it is the EC that must win the election for them. Say every election, me tell me and I will say it till I die. Said the only election NDC are winning in 1996. 92 there was no election. No more free soldier bemu abawe near Bruyen near Sisa ballot board to me different was your omoko kanya declare 92 no that's how come we boycotted the election. 96 so election no election there but the rigging was massive. But fine we had to buy your presidential in 1996 but all the other election NDC we need election that wakrumu a ban 1-on-1 vote. NDC can never beat MPP in any election. They weren't ready in 2016. Mami chiro
Kafra.
Mima tetechai etiasiese in 2016 6 hours 30 minutes after the election we were able through our national youth organizer your friend is saying Samuel Uku, yeah. And now still say ya winning election no. with the results that we have gathered. Because now no can say because electronic, you know, because and I'm saying in 96 there wasn't any electronic collation. But yeah to me GG a pink sheet by 6 hours 11:35. And Sami Ukuya announcement one declare or announcement say akabe I think 19 or 18 constituencies. Na ningi na akora the man NDC ya win. Esa said the 19 or 18 constituencies na akano. Na 13 a strong go.
Now around 1 a.m. and Peter McMenu a press conference announcing specifically same people win by 54%.
No. The second announcement. It tells you say we are always ready going to an election. And I mean, say, Yabisa no about say, Omuko 22, Munim say, Munni pink sheet, Munim say, no knowing say, ya yimutu, mu general secretary and Kasaka say, you weren't ready. Essence, my idea, you want to share Monsano. Oman to me, and yet,
and I say, I don't have it.
I don't have it.
Because me, the minim said they're true.
I can't draw. Oh, yes.
Somebody said the minister they
now some got high court, Supreme Court.
Emma former president the cancer judge for the unanimous FC.
FC. Wow, say what the judge for them. And so macho a pagana for cho. Essence 2020 so amunye ready no. Even after the election, it took some weeks or months and sign a Supreme Court started court sitting. Ebani saying na muya manual collation still all those weeks no man to me anya manual collation because they were hiding the pink sheet. Like that's the secret. The NDC were rather hiding the pink sheet because they realized that they have lost. So young fan caught me and Kwaku anymore. But young essence say ya prepare even in 2012. But me akota box no mono. Or provide every pink sheet or beka huasem. Every polling station pink sheet he provided it. At a point he gave almost 10,000 polling stations.
12,000 pink sheets.
Pink sheet. KPMG. They came out with over 9,000 say no correct. We know wagadrin bi alcohol no akoso wo hono mo. Ni nyina ye huwe. Ama ono a tra box mo explain everything. It tells you say the MPP yes your men now they don't understand. Thank to Nanado nyamin shrao. So we brave free SHS. NDC for no being school no be kakra. Na tafrache. Send your mwanya ye no ma yen kinkan yen tie news omu dada omo no. Those days are over. And until and say omu Fred demonstration yamba out. When is after that last demonstration omu ye ni Martin Kpebu no. When him say intelligence I call around PK and he say no, they are beginning to understand where the problem is coming from. They are beginning to know say Nanado is a problem that has a problem I do crew or mine now or yashim.
Alani pachosi femono.
Inti sisi what they are praying is say ahuchire wo hodie. Na Nanado nso ni fana obetumi aye no. Onye na omo hu nto omo. Thankfully. Look at what is happening now. Look at what is happening now. Ama ebi musi ye ko India, but me ako India ako jidudu. Edro it tells you say NDC for nim pefe say Nanado anya fum so bia. Nanso yen kangu ne so. Se ne ebe ya ye beto abati ano. Masa eba no saying and the whole world. Even the midterm election in America, because of the BIO Montino, every single government across the world is unpopular. No single government. Look at what happened in America in the American elections just recently. The Democrats lost. Who say we Republicans say making a lot of gains. If Britain, United Kingdom, one of the richest countries in the world, demonstration, prime minister. Also prime minister omo president Boris Johnson resign Liz Truss by 32 days or resign Sisi Arishi in 45 days Britain UK enya 3 prime ministers. It tells you say there's something going on. It's only 2 countries that are cry yourself and Europe and America, Ukraine and Russia. Inti Ghana for are beginning to understand say hey inti fly yenya bread ayedin no is a fly na free Ukraine say feed ayenya Emma Yankokono, Ghana for beginning to understand, baby, free fertilizer. Farmers, Ghana for beginning to understand. Say, oh, now fertilizer no free Russia and Ukraine. Okay, iti franc yenya dodo anonso free Ukraine Russia. Iti Ghanaians are beginning to appreciate.
All right.
Say Ghana for enya nanado enya baumia enya MPP government edi obi abro na a situation ya finding your home. I said the whole world. I can't the whole world.
Alaji Yusuf Fofana, a government spokesperson on social services, Movement in the Morning, wontumi Radio 95.9 and Movement TV, live on Facebook, live on YouTube, Movement TV. Me call Haji Arabi and Chain. Haji Arabi, I said in Katiajo, Parado, Samida and Fee, NDC conference, and matters arising.
Dawuro, the alternative is empty, scary, extremely disorganized.
Hey.
Extremely disorganized.
Yes,
serious. Me say common women and youth. We cry any general election or more no.
There be.
And all the positions.
There be. There's about 1,600 delegates.
Less than 2,000 delegates. A conference that say yes, mini Jennifer co-organize here. Adianka be kwa koye ni ye kama ye koye ya Nasara Deba wa Northern Region Alaji. Ye organizing over 3,000 party people covering all the Nasara wing. Omo be ye bibia in peace 3,000 committee kiti ne mob organize ye. And so bibia koso ye kama. We should there koso no. Mimi there. The mechanic say congratulations to the NPP on a very successfully organized conference. Yeah, Accra conference. Say Accra, almost call her. Say no, Jennifer.
Accra Sports Stadium.
Almost call her. Savannah region for share Fugu to represent the North, to say how rich the Northern culture is. About 5-10 women organizers took attempt to NDC delegate conference or musu koshe fugu. Wait. Na mu koshe fugu na nko gu fugu ni ma se. Nko gu na ni ma se. Wa koshe fugu na uko throw blows. Eno so ne de. Antwene no nya ntini pedua na bre. We so say yes yen koye digitalization a. Say ye great vice president of the Republic of Ghana, a visionary leader he is. So say yen share digitalization a afa muso de mumu de you don't understand what's going on and at the end nkamu ye technologically inclined nkamu nim de ye di computer ni collation ni nomo ye nkamu was strong IT structures a nkamu nim say de ye quality pin sheet a nka say dun ketia beba court abeka say mimi de minim say de control eni ni makola calculator sorry na sa professor no crowd free sa papa almost professor no free
yes na si din ketia say me kodwa du asare akasendra or say 2 months to election din ketia in national headquarters order or say na din ketia perani mate no why yan fam na de mama me no en na ye na hi nti okokotena se kwa o se okokotena se kwa nti
they also cry one
also when see NDC headquarters so about 2 months to election na ni bo afu because operani mate and yan fam
operani mate that time ni pedua be na no de be di running mate on what e din ketia
Dawuro it's a omuni strategic thinking even common mobilization of omuhunu omunim ye they are not prepared for Ghana omunu they are not prepared they omu during the bus branding saga abuga pele sanyo manu jida nini na no mu pese omunye de omumbe wiye the agenda is not finished the loot and share is not finished and no kwa no mu pese omombe ye but some person mu bra no cry like demonstrate magana for who say mu ye prepared na ye di blow na run on my
any omo dey run
ye di throw na run in my
omo dey run in pacho
ye di shared attack na run in my
omo guso
ente obi be say kpam kobo nabala de omo ye wo Cape Coast no e ye kpam kobo da ra woni kpam kobo
there be catch him
how say ni be say kadanki na
I know she's saying
ekitwa
oh in fact NDC communication officer for Everejura Jomro constituency Philip akasa say a dress rehearsal ma 2020 election no mo ye wo 2024 election
no omo di be miss baby wo
I also money mo di
the unique selling point for NPP Dawuro minim say wonim pa it is how diversified your party yeah they are extremely inclusive and diversified so who call the mole ya call the mole so who call the cratchy sema yet me call the cratchy sema
oh say me see man this tag you are do this we want that I go introduce it. But 2 weeks we have to
obi be say you me to watch
no see I man to be misbehave put this week down
Alaji 10 seconds what the entire NDC for air can say yem pamo ebi mu national security no omo use boys no for over 20 years omo
she
ye ba ye no ye mu bi ye di anim emanima where dey sort anima boy we see every single NDC macho man any of strong guys ni nyina ya sise omo nyina agura ama ya kwa ye omo aye training omo nyina akogum na eno ntina west wo go election no omo ko behave na nkwada no discipline omo no because omo ni omo enti eno ntina omo ka se ye mpam omo no because omo nkrofo ni ama omo adwuma sisi omo nyina etua omo ma school fees eye bibidi omo di mo achi
nti omo bo abebe pre omo se ni omo achi bi
enti she alaji
omo ya yua na ya kosi omo nyina na adwuma ye
I see
enti alaji she Dawuro de catch omo say omo tu omo bo omo sua ye omo nkosunsun ye good practices no mo omo say process no because baby I nam no as a country no IMF is pleased with us ya debt restructuring no ekoyie ma ye beba ho Ghanaians omo hu say bibia ekoyie enso mo nko ye dede bia wo stadium ho enko say ye processes ye woni omo where we are as a country no we want to stay focused. Our biggest enemy as a country is inflation at this point. Into omo to yebo omo to omofo omo free consultancy from your election directorate our APP headquarters. Yeah, they be omo mo suya no wrong. If you learn it wrongly, you implement it wrongly. And you get wrong results. You end up searching for 16 party faithfuls. Omo edwane. Say omo ko announce wa faith. Omo say no. They should bring them out. Omo pe omo achi omo.
Say omo feel say better Kumasi na omo shoot obi kun.
Perfect.
Omo ni my IGP.
Perfect. Oh, ni dey share. They need that hopa. So the reality is that yenye they focused. We are helping the system to work. The system is already working. We have a focused president with an able vice president. Ebujumanu Koso. Say see ansu technocrats, any civil other organizations. Obiye kasa say the NPP government is not sitting aloof. Ejumanu ye binti. Obiya ma what is going on currently? Ye support it. Ye mbua. Say already a budget ni there. Nkabom budget. Na NDC there. Extremely empty alternative omo nishia omo beye dozo omi dey me switch kakra because my call life Jennifer there o ya darling no enti na ye class rep na ma o si rabia ya o call life na o crofo no so hwe not less omo call face go beka e na bebre so hwe me enti Dawuro mi kadagba ni kakra
kaka
bukul chang man no women and youth conference karanyamba den yang bango du wore tem na baba marshal na ba de tang ban ma kanyere buto malo dundon onto yina no to bane
man fa hu ni
okuto gbubtum bane dunzo tin yare ya shem nyala tukbang ya timmanga ka tukfalen president na nadu dan Kwaku fodo on kpo so chief shell chen ma te pan solo nunguna da malyabgan sen din na nyala din na party silmin simana kati yelte na banyin to on za shell ma ban tatal rakata tum tungban ma yam balgame ban kumila mara fan mele tuk chalba suranne ka gubgana ma karchan magana nake yi ne shine in ka duba abinda mutane NDC suke yi suka ce mu en zangonnin mun ga suke dauka suke zuwa suke yaki da mu ake mugun aiki to yau ku gane da muka je muka yi women abinga national delegate conference da muka je muka yi delegate conference mu kun ga kan da muka kare lafiya aka zo lafiya nanka opposition party crown nanka ya wuse omunye united enso munda ma ke power munda ma aiki ke hannu mu ba mu yi fada ba shi sa kowa ya gane enti if you are in opposition Dawuro microphone ni share enti na make am na shi ku gane
me so mama obra wo de adwuma nti
ku bar mu gane sun zo su jamu su sa daji sun zo su kai mu daji kan mu bi su mu shiga daji NPP party ne da zai tanye mu yau ku duba price mai ku duba price dollar duka ya zo kasa zamban da suka fito su yi muna ba za mu ba su hanya su yi ba enti Dawuro yadda ya jina ya nice
Medasi.
Yeah, more mumbe say oh my Ghana maye. Yeah, more chance.
Medasi. Hajia Rabi ena Martinica movement in the morning on wontumi radio 95.9. Say Hauzano Uchemi another Gumba Kasa ne se Muchemi. Time Heba Center for say the time Heba Mr. Baby my son patch away eye dra wo benye bianom na ma ojan na swati apo malaria hanipa me catch us en tuntumba wi ase 1 week ni wawu. 2 man tuntum kaw na malaria chew na wu ne wanko heaven a waso be sepa tuntum aku anko heaven oh wasen be mobo kope eye time heba mixture bi nanom malaria duro tatahwepa obi a wanu mu ato na huntimi ndidi waduro no obi a honam ye wo ya obi ho nam a asore anopa se ase ya bom me honam nyina waduro no patwe ni siwi Food and Drugs Authority for ajhwema jatumu se eye bibiduro kan tunya biduma eboaw ema ugina wona so baby etu aduro bia so kwa obisa wo so pe time herbal mixture ebeboa pa okanshifo Kings work herbal Repart Ventures Rejo ena Zedos herbal mo wa shaman so Ecus Pharmacy B Class Larry Vitamin Tribe of Judah Okaswa ena Wager Junction enso so ewo eye Pharma Trust so ewo ho 0244 417669 0244 417669 na oni mpanifo entwetwe enkomo ya bre no aye bia kasema duminu we paso ataba dubako na ya time aso ene de ebe yire keke IMF insensimi so eguo Kovi
Dawuro
yes Ghana seed no the best performing currency so far against the US dollar. Ghana ni IMF reach staff level agreement. Meet me amasma miensa isu ade batmanity.
Dawuro medase. Na enyeme wanwa mpanifo kan sem bi se aye bi da wo hoyi. Okase obeya aya ye ndino echimu. Share the track record of the New Patriotic Party, MPP. 2000 President Kufuor abreso na owieye na fofianto atane ya no be shemu no mampani na nada Kufuor don so ebeso abanye no na the sisi ensuania so na wo sha the difference ensuania so na wo sha the difference is clear and Ghana for I was seeing na ye follow o mampani ka sembi emra ye be rura covid ni mo no ma wiase afa na nyina abo na baso obeka kire se for ne do a wode man no ye the father of the nation akwan bi obefa so akwan yansa nyina so no be gi ne pankwa asi ho no ono as the father and the leader of the nation obeye na se enipa no efiri mu a oni tumi nse nyankopon a ode nipa na kra besan ba na mo economy no tete pansam se dien po a owo he has the men se ode economy ne besan ba biem na ye bida President Kufuor so Ghana community mo na ba bia inflation any GDP go no mani mu nyinya ko duru be kaya Spio Gabra at that time ebisa say ye be hwe ne aban no de betu adwuma for ka no de bia hwe teacher for because no nim say the coffers of the nation no empty. President Kufuor one trip to Nigeria back within a period of 1 or 2 years. No way you Ghana free IMF for the first time in the history of Ghana. 79 for no near the GOG esi Ghana road Ghana. Near who be that? You find a gang of 4 road near the Ghana of internally generated funds and near they are quite being see that. News. On one penny go for us by the same thing. Obey and that's a nipa croyas and of mine. I could say how we move. We did not twinkling of an eye, no a train, a few ho. No for the yourself for Nana, a boy about to see someone else new trust and Anna. I don't near Reno. Afraid you're not don't pay ye free senior high school, don't pay church allowances, don't pay for a mabu, a jumamu over 100,000 Ghanaian youths. Not for the don't pay no a creating numa, nurses backlog. Graduate student backlog, not don't pay no ediomu, real numamu. Not for the economy, no more than a just space by Yama. Afraid the policies and programs are now we doing one thing. I said, to be afraid the Ghanaians were asking them this is what was your policies and social intervention programs? No money be because now one was within that short time, yet me manage economy now, we have social intervention policies are a borrow Ghanaian. Me that's it. So and then one say we didn't think of an eye, and then no more condemn site no mu koti edi kuti aban no SAC na say no today they are quoting the same site praising the government say
economic analyst
na me pese me bo omompanya Kufuor abaso na me de manusi waya die bia e wo se e bo na abaso Dawuro it's almost everywhere na fe dey say finance minister should go na abeye kasa but the man who knows what he's doing no name the vision in the goals. Say mama memre. And the policies and programs are omudi good for mono. So abapa. Now after they see the usomoa. And now me feke what you have every hour. Then it was dropping. Every hour.
Airlines necessarily still 13 point something.
Okay. Every hour.
Say a deregulated like getting into it is a problem.
And because na after the petroleum analysis one that better also will be by Friday. Now another huge 12%.
Kofi made us
asaba. Enti yebebo omompani Akufuor ne mpani for abaso ye. The able management of the economy, Alhaji Mahmoud Baomi Odoma na me shira that such a brain. Such a brain. Me say damn who papa ne see me and I'm the told me ba so. Say me dey be Madrid dey matwom. Me dey told me ba so. Say na me masa CV at that age emu rekola ni mu. 45 years, 45 page CV. Wow.
Medasi.
Alhaji Mahmoud Baomi
Nana Kofi Intiamwa, a member of the communication team. Madam say, Adia, on this note, maybe I sent me and kakra, me chen kakra. Jennifer for a queen, Mammy Tio. I wait there, and no trespasses. No trespasses.
SL.
Yeah, staff level agreement.
Staff level agreement.
Smart Sap. Okay, John Kumara.
Now all can say smart dear me said kakra because me na me interview.
All right, no problem.
Now all can say staff level agreement is simple. Adwumayefo a omugina IMF na nimu aba ye ne omo ye negotiation no. Omo ne abetena se. Na bia ye duru no ye duru se omo hwehwe mu omo abaye. Ene sempa ye nso ye de ato omo anim. Ye duru entiase pono bi so se ba bia duru de ye awie. Ye radio nkoma me etiase se no nkire se ya approve ska no. But baby ye duru no de ye duru the highest point, which is we are almost done with the negotiations and agreement ye babe no, which I'm so much pleased with this government because ye bi ade am pesa Ghana 40 asika kra no say same people catch o say be yiwa firi bi mu a mo ani nye eno na me tie news anwumre no wo mo ka se bi wo ko interview adwadifo ma no ho a man say cooking oil no me call 1,000 and then 650 baby when you be 640 to me kura no person kam koto bi so now so said the etba from me say no $100 na 11.1 na about 10.1 na edane te say adie
baby kura bet me anya no
enkrofo enhwa adie bi so wahwa from last week be pem ne if you na sesan straight from 18 and say 14.41 from Goy. Yeah. It tells you say another case you bet me the economy na baba gba yentimi mfa ni pan kwanya dem back no. Enu ni da bia me bossa ni tape ni tie pe na me yama hye na me ra. Because na papa ni nim de wo ka. Enkrofo kasa ayi of a bank di nkomo a. Enkrofo se na o ka nyame asem. Obia obeka se odi nyame asem beta chire bia suro no. Yeah. Ayesa me nkrofo tugu me so no omu di matai na omu de ne enso ade ne ba me so me say fear a prayerful woman. Sure. Do not joke with her. Sure. Because anajo trust no obompa ya. Wudi maso ka kire nyame. Finance minister say entu no. Se obi ase empamo no. Ye di aben gina no so bo aben pin gina no so. Official stakeholders ni we was sham some nkrofo. Na you tip na sesa. Bi tie penifo senior journalist bi kroma enkomodie na sesa within 1 week. Na ma boy a party for abaso no ya na your boss hia na yeka. We've done justice to this budget for the first time. Ya year budget we hu adwuma. 2022 2023 budget. Ya dissect ade no ma ye hu say asem no say na tie. Sometimes I go online. Last week when I went online, no be trust. Onye MPP ni o say ade no tie simple say na ya ma na ye hu ya nkyere ma me. Eti opportunity amokra ma ye bet na no. Ya da wasene adaga na fo na say na ade ba kwa alaje na say kofi kan ne say friend say TUC ni adwadifo mpanimfo na start ka say no me tie president oben o say adwadifo no tete o mo ne ma so da bia metena radio so na TV so na me ka say ye fu ensam na kosoro no ye due to the oil marketing companies at a higher way ya no mo no to na ma no ne government subsidy no wonim say na ye 1.99 per liter bia beto and na ye redraw as at March, April, May, June more. You withdraw 1%. Ne ka na 9. And the yen free so bola tax no when it tax no. Alaji account deny you say penny that's so. Etu na ma bi so mo say tie for na hweso ehwe me no. Mo bisa say Ghana had the opportunity 2015 July. Then this na power that they could have done something about this deregulatory pumps no. Yeah. See betimi aye hu bi so that chan come aye ne no. Yeah. Fu and some no cost road international marketer. Na affect ye bebre ana sa time no a wo mo bua wo mo bua sika no asi akoye elections nti wo mo bu nu agu o maso na oil marketing companies no were left to their fate. That is the result we are feeling now. But about we dey magu akwan no ho ba bia koduru. Now there's one thing in budget na yen hwe ye or say oil gold for oil. One of the super thina ye be ye ye wo gold nyankopon bless yes asase eti so esi ye de sofi bo for ma ye benya gold nyame dia blessing tutu a 5 years ye beba na 750 ye beba na 750 eti ye de kwakotofu me se Ghana se ahwe ya dollar na ye se kura de ye ka se yegu nanim ase so next year when we start using the gold to get friends oil na me se wo be hu investors e be pa Ghana ma Ghana for be mu wo ye hu because so mo ma be mu bu wo ye hu a woman no mo bet say they will suffer for it because and this is funny they have nothing to offer Ghanaians so they are not only empty but they are dangerous as well.
May I say Jennifer Oforiwa Queen, Deputy National Director Communication, Emma the new Patriotic Party, Enna Mati Ninkana. Alaji Fofana, Mpacho Mamintiwe.
We are the new Patriotic Party.
We are the new
Patriotic
Party. We are the new Patriotic Party. The elephant is a winning symbol. We have won to save Ghana.
The elephant
is a winning symbol.
Now to free Ghana. We have won to free Ghana. Mamio. Rado. Idamwasi. Okasano na we bibe go me ho and I'm saying yes, we are the new Patriotic Party. Yes, Ghana for. yɛda mo ase Ghana for yɛbɛda mo ase anɔpɛ yi ni abotre a munyama yɛn abotre a Ghana for adwadifo obia nyama nanado ni nanado aban sɛ ɔmo warehwe mu oyemu sɛ yɛbɛtumi attend this economy round and we are doing it say mo mpaebɔ nti yɛbɛda mo ase anɔpɛ yi ne ɛtɔso mienu information IMF be ma yeska bi be $3 million sisia no ya cross first line na din no staff level we no ya wie no nti nanka eno no say ya wie by the end of December be ya tumi awie sa meeting no ni negotiation no within a record time 5 months instead of 6 months kra ya no 5 months ya wie kra ama IMF atamo bag eko Omoko IMF management ni executive board betransi within the next year first 3 months in next year no ombehwe no ma approve skano amagana for we kura ma ye no ena ye kire say we are the new patriotic party. The elephant is a winning symbol to save Ghana, and we will continue to save and free Ghana. Into Ghana for Mubo Empire Maya, Yenina, Yawomwa, Sisiano, see they are stabilizing oil air bafom, Bibia air cosono, Mumbo Empire na IMF Maya and Sanso Kasiki, Niamfangre economy no. Na I believe so well say, yet me and Sana, Ghana for any Ghana befan into my pafra. Ye free chiri Ghana, Munkai, Ahuchire Munina, Nanado, Duma, Wayama Ghana. Ahuchire munyina na nado Sydney mi mamu manko school muntia school fees nanka ye ba be makwan akodi bronye yi January eko bia uko pay 2,500 3,000 30 million 25 million akotua uba school fees na nado si mafa mema na aduane nso wo school anope ye anwumre na nado si debi ahuchire wo hodie be min gina ho min koda aketeke kwan meye Maya Koktra Volta River aye bridge a faswa wura Volta region or the costrim na nado si meye lorry akwan bebre amagana for tamale nyina ekofa bimbila ekwa kofa honomo pasa bimbila wulensi bimbila yendi ya kan say eko nyamina dom ya nyoma penya odwin Ghana for ho yenso nkakrare yesremofo de ye ne benefit more under this government tembia meka me come papa krom ewo boko na me dane me ho na me ho dam na I'm so happy na me ni age ye wo river volta na afa ho no mo ye bie wo bagre dam na e fa your krom first and sana aba down south na dam no nso ide aka ho no ama ene no de minuanom me busuafo mutumi ye farming all year round inti me dana nando ase tamale ni yendi water problem no na nado the sky ko shemu yendi die no over $25 million ye jehu aduma under this government no of there ya benefit pa president Kufuor si stadium maye na ye kura ye hu interchange na nka se kano box site no omampenyin dada John Dramani mama esisa box site ni nyina ma ne nua
stadium stadium airport
me hu ni nyina me di ni nyina ba me hu ni nyina se me koba nti enu box site no na nanado ba ye na oko court ejima Ghana man say Ghana this year ye japade e ba ni say na John Dramani mama di be mani ni ba ni nua nko ase onfa enu 5% pe enu 5% pe eni edi akoye tamale in charge ni rose bebrebre na ayeye no 95% no da so wo hono nti Ghana fo abotra moanya edi ataye chi ni mpaibo amubo amayen ni se ni asisi anu mwati politics ase se nipa no be ka keke essence of opposition up to now in this in country mu ni omuba ombe yewu na tembia ni ayebe no de enye mumbongu mamunye and last but not the least pension for no yesremo musika safe very safe. Trust this government. You can see it from your money, your kasa money, your say mu pension very safe. And no cry no cry. You see with all that no cry no. Ya bibi a friend liquidity fund na sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a banks no ɛba sɛ mo ho kɔkyerɛ mo koraa na you can rely on that 15 billion and it's 15 billion yɛde akɔto o cities sɛnea you can rely on it obia pension ɛnhye mamu ma amanyofoɔ ɛndaadaa
UC Fofana the government spokesperson social services Alhaji Medase Simanum Aji Arabi mami tio
me wish me am a bra wow producer
Hey.
Very come you not here dia so.
Eh, can I get baby?
No, the best here. Me can of you. Me reserve.
Na
So that na ya kabum. Enye sa. Ah, ni akabum.
Good.
Dawuro. Kanum kram.
Dawuro. Winning.
meet you.
Last 2 weeks, me ba na me say then. Let me see there is light at the end of the tunnel. Share. Nyankopon de. Se wo se wo be ye two face a. Ye show na ye show black. Enso wo call inside and now we white. Otimi yi wo tuchire obia say. Andra me koka wo Joy Prime so say the dancing of the CD for me in my view was partly influenced by the NDC. Afe na edemagbana ostiono say Rabbi what do you mean? I say NDC one oko MP agbana get to south o say info share get to south or say oko get to south you bribe your way Dawuro ho na me say omuko stage TikTokers me kan ye shi o so meka biom omuko stage TikTokers
They paid them.
stage no to throw in dust in the system and na omu be ye speculation heavy one say by beginning of December yetimu nei dollar be ye 2025 cedis and na your business people no journey cost time omu dollars cedis $dollars just to hold the value of the omuska omudie business no $100 is starting rising you know. Unfortunately for them no you dey enye dead goat and na yenye disorganized party your leadership are almost shisha all the time. They are always on the drawing board. No muko can say okay how mu IMF has come to testify and has spoken to the Ghanaian populace say it's not out of the so-called mismanagement how no there be the almighty Russia-Ukraine war because they know it's the truth no and no and na COVID and na pay na metie interview. Did you listen to City FM omu interview IMF rep the omu be staff level agreement omu leader no France man no omu bisa say why would they leave their country or the New York and come here by themselves? Is it the case that omu finance minister Nidiana and also there be that is not the case. The negotiation and staff level agreements no from July 1st till today the president, the government itself and the IMF has been in close contact omuye juma no, so they haven't limited it to a set of people where NDC would come as usual to make their shared propaganda there be or say omu interacting with other stakeholders, state agencies, developmental partners omu nyina any creditors of the country nyina omu nyina ye consultation omu ko review your social interventions no nyina omu ko review your policy interventions omu ko share said there this kanu ko ye planting for food and jobs omu ko share napco said there implementing ye omu who said there ye teacher nursing training allowance omu ko share interchanges need road networks ye wa hase and omu say no. It is true. It is true that can say it is true that the Ghanaian populace are looking for tangibles. Omunu from where they sit, they appreciate the policy implementation of the government. And now we share with the little mimiswa. But with the little following made the politics and a research I have never seen a country that has won the respect, time and commitment of the IMF like Ghana.
Rabbi, thank you very much.
Short period to move us this far. This is the critical milestone achieving. Even on the pipe papa no kai or see the staff level agreement and no a critical milestone to demonstrate that say omu pese omu me skanu na skani de ebeba ebansoa $3 billion no ye di bebo juma. It is coming as value for money. Ye de yen fanko Brazil yen fanko ye one woman one guinea fowl. Yen fa guinea fowl be anko Burkina Faso. Dozo to Zaha to yen jida.
Aja
Yapon come na put in
let them know say we did fire bone.
It's a movement.
Happy birthday to me. God bless you. You now. May God bless you now. Camera
Cassandra ne IGK Damas.